What's up, folks? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And we are excited to be having an awesome Wednesday. It looks like the delivery just arrived. I think we have tacos that are actually going to be in studio today. Are you excited?
I'm excited for tacos. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Did you guys miss me yesterday? I'm sure they did.
Do you think people missed you?
No, not at all. I heard. I didn't hear a single comment that said #bring Curt back at all.
No, you know what? That one did not catch on quite yet. If you were gone for maybe 2 days in a row, people would have been like, "Where's Curt?" You know, there were some people who were actually asking for you. Can you guess who it was? They were in studio yesterday.
Yes, Mom's on a mission. They were like, "Where's Curt? Why is he avoiding us? Why hasn't he done the video for us?"
No, that's not what they were asking.
Oh, okay, good.
They were wondering, where is Curt? Because they wanted to see if you were going to remember their names, because you can never remember which one is which.
Leah, Colleen, and that's it, right?
Well, Kinsetta came.
Oh, and Kinsetta, that's it. That's all.
Kinsetta came. There's Leah, but Leah was not there. But if you did not have an opportunity to watch that, go back and watch yesterday's show. I promise you, it may have been the greatest show we've ever had in Kickstart history, which is weird because you weren't here. How does that happen? How does that happen?
Oh, come on.
How does that happen?
I'm excited. I'm more excited to be back, and we get tacos today.
Looks like we're going to have some tacos from Underground Taco. These are tacos we discovered from Talk of Taco. People were getting on there saying, hey, you got to check out Underground Taco, and here's why. And now we're going to be finding out there is a bag. The delivery has arrived. I'm so excited. It's Wednesday morning, and last night it was hailing. Did you see that or hear that? It was hailing last night.
I don't think it hailed at my place. So I think it just like turned around my apartment.
Were you outside like
I was.
Like Moses with the staff and being like, hail, go back to Gardy's house?
Yes. I didn't have hail, but I did see some videos. So I think it was more closer to Houston that had the hail, but not here in Texas City.
Yeah, over at my house there was a lot of hail, and I saw like I-45 now, goes live, and I'm wondering if they're worried about their vehicle, because for me, I park in the garage all the time. I want to make sure I'm parked in the garage because I don't want, first of all, my car to get broken into or anything bad to happen. And then hail, and I was thinking about all the neighbors that park on the street. And I was like, here's just hail, like good size hail, like as big as a quarter, coming down, knocking these people's cars and their roofs and everything else. But then I saw the video, I-45 now just going do, and it's like, hey, there's hail, reports of hail, KHEA, Leak City. I'm like, your car's just getting beat up. I don't think I could be a storm chaser or a weatherman just because I don't want to have my car knocked up. Or if I had this is my hail car.
So funny story, when I was when I was actually in the news business, we actually had a situation where there was a tornado in Nebraska. And, Nebraska gets tornadoes much like Texas does. And my boss was like, go get the tornado. Like, go get video of the tornado. And I'm like, wait, you want me to drive in?
Yeah, have you never seen The Wizard of Oz? Have you not seen that movie at all?
You really want me to go into the storm? He goes, yes, but be safe. I'm like, okay. I'm not I've never been trained in meteorology, and you want me to drive into a tornado.
So I can't even say it.
Makes zero sense.
I was a big fan of the show Smallville, which at the end of season 1, that's like the whole thing. There's like a tornado and it goes in there, and then like the Wizard of Oz, the movie Twister. There's so many things that just not good, right?
Yeah, not good at all.
Most people, you see a tornado, I'm going the other way because I'm not trained for it. Do you really want to mess with Mother Nature? Do you really want to like mess with the weather?
No,
not me.
No, sir, never.
But man, did anybody have hail at their house last night? Did you get some pictures or some video? Let us know. Even post them to our Facebook wall. If you're watching this, good morning, first of all, Facebook land. We love you. Go ahead and share this video out. We're going to be talking about a variety of things, including where was Curt yesterday? He was not in studio, but he has something that he brought back, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We've been doing Kickstart since November of 2017. I have never missed an entire show, like ever, in the course of KHEA radio. You and I both, we work probably, 7 days a week.
6 hours a week.
6 hours a week. No,
Yeah.
we work a lot. You know, sometimes for us here at working at the church and also at KHEA Radio,
we love it.
We love it.
Yeah.
It's anywhere from 60 to 80 hours. So after a while, I said, you know, I just need a break. And so I took a day off for the first time in a very long time, and it was really refreshing to kind of just rejuvenate. So I stayed at home and watched the show from home.
Yeah. That sounds like it was a blast. I should have rephrased. You know, anyways, on Monday night, Curt went to the rodeo.
I did.
Casey Musgraves, she performed, right?
Yes. You know, did you watch anything that she did?
So I watched what she opened up with, and at first I was a little, as a Texan, as a Latino, as a Hispanic man, I was like, whoa, hold up. What are you doing?
Did you see how was it the dress or was it the song?
Como La Flor by Selena.
She didn't open with it.
She didn't?
No,
okay.
She didn't open with it, but she did perform a Selena song like halfway through it. And I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I watched the performance and it sounded great, but it was a camera shot, you know, somebody just with a cell phone. It wasn't like an official, you know, production, because that would be a great video too. Right. But it was just someone from the crowd with the camera shot. Selena and the rodeo will be forever tied together. That was like one of her last performances ever.
Yeah, so here's what happened is she is actually from Texas. Like, she grew up in East Texas.
Yeah, when I found that out, I was like, okay, that's a little bit better because she's a native Texan. Selena is obviously a native Texan as well.
And she's always wanted to perform at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Like, that's like been her dream and her goal, and she finally accomplished it. And I think this is like yesterday was some sort of anniversary with Selena and the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Well, it was like a day off. I think today would be. It was yesterday. Yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
Would have been like the exact day to the year, you know, so many years ago, like in 95 or 96 or when that was.
That Selena did it. So
right.
I was blown away by Casey Musgraves. The only one thing that I like watching her was she's really awkward talking to the crowd. But other than that, like, everything else is great.
Look at you, one to judge on somebody's awkwardness.
But she was like, this is my homestay. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah.
And that was her response. And it was like, okay, you've said that like 8 times already.
Come on. Cut the girl some slack. Apparently she won like 4 Grammys. We got 10 seconds. We're going to talk about this a little bit more because I have some more stuff that I kind of want to mention and just thoughts on that about Casey Musgraves and Selena. There we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 8:41 Wednesday morning. There was some hail last night. Reports of hail, and they were pretty big, especially for this size, for this part of town.
Well, yeah. For me, I don't know because we didn't have it at my apartment complex. But if you had hail last night and you're one of our listeners, you can either text us or call us at 346-704-1806. It's 346-704-1806. If you're watching on our Facebook page, maybe go ahead and drop a comment and said, I got hail at my place. We just want to know.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I've never seen it come down like that. All of a sudden, I heard some stuff start hitting the window at the back of my house, and I was like, what in the world is that? Then I go turn the lights on in the back, and me and my whole family look out the backyard, and it looks like someone is pouring ice. A lot of ice, just like from heaven, just like boom, 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 just starts going everywhere, bouncing in the grass. My daughter, who is 2 years old, is like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I was like, okay, come on. But it was just interesting. And hopefully there was no damage to your property, your car and all that. But I mean, you never know. It's good to check.
So roofing companies, are probably going to be busy today. Anytime it hailed in Nebraska, which was probably at least every single spring, me and my dad would go up and we would fix the roof and make sure that all the shingles were
I remember you saying that. You and your dad used to go up there and fix the roof all the time.
Oh, yeah. We loved it. It was so much fun.
And then we had the question, like, were y'all fixing it correctly? Because why did y'all have to go up there so often?
Probably. Well, because, hail and damage and stuff happen a lot.
That's true. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. There was some hail last night. Hopefully you're okay. Let us know, what do you have going on today? You can text us 346-704-1806. If you're watching on Facebook, good morning to you as well. Put in the comments, what do you have going on today? Did you get any hail? What size? What do you have planned for the week? Okay, a couple things we want to talk about before we get into underground tacos. We're going to be talking about some delicious tacos, and I think we may have some in studio, which is awesome. Okay, Curt,
I can smell it.
You went to the rodeo, Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. on Monday night, right?
I did. I went and saw Kacey Musgraves perform live at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and I had an amazing time. It was a blast.
Yeah. Kacey Musgraves performed. She is a country artist, right?
Yeah, she's a country artist. I think Grammy award-winning country artist. Like her album won like album of the year for country.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
So she opened up the concert series.
Yes, she was the headliner.
And she performed a song that is a Tejano song. It was by Selena, Como la Flor.
Yes. It was really kind of cool because I was with someone and we were sitting up there and all of a sudden we both look at each other and go, what song is this? Because we're both pretty big Kacey
obviously.
Musgraves songs,
you got a
right?
bolo on right now and everything.
Got a bolo and everything, you know? And so we looked at each other and we're like, what is going? Oh, it's a Selena song. And we were both blown away by it. I thought it was really kind of cool. I know you said you had an issue with it.
Well, not necessarily. Okay, so here's what, and this could have happened and I didn't know, but I didn't know she was a native Texan. I don't know much about Kacey Musgraves, but the fact that she's a native Texan, it's like, okay, that kind of gives you a check mark. And then she got one of Selena's family members, her sister, who played drums in Selena's band. She was the drummer. And so she had kind of posted that video from her and saying like, hey, this is awesome. This is an honor. Because for me, like if you're going to do something on that stage about someone who means so much to like the Latino, the Hispanic community, and at the rodeo was one of her last performances ever, you would almost need to ask permission first. I wouldn't feel comfortable being like, hey, is that okay? And maybe she did. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, she did. I thought she did a great song a great job from the clip that I saw. And for her to get the vouching of her family, Selena's family, that's enough. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool moment to be in the stands. I thought just everything. I've been to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo before, like another concert. But I felt like this one was really kind of cool. The other thing that I think that you would have been really impressed with is...
Did you do mutton busting?
No, I did not.
Okay, I would have been impressed with
that. For Kacey Musgraves, she actually left the stage at the end of the performance on a horse.
What?
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. She rode out on the golf cart to start it. And then at the end, she's like, all right, bye, guys. And she was like taking stuff off. And I'm like, well, she looks kind of angry. But what she was doing was she was getting in her head because she's about ready to just jump on a horse in front of, 30,000 people, jumped on the horse and rode off and like did like the wave. And like she looked like she was riding, like knew how to ride the horse.
There you go.
It was really kind of cool.
Shout out to those East Texas folks that are watching, even people from Louisiana like Ashley. Good morning, Ashley. We count you kind of part of our East Texas family.
East Texas.
Yeah. Okay. It's 8:46 right now. This is KHEA Radio.com 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. So we have Underground Taco in studio. They are in the building, and I'm excited. We're going to be talking to John and his partner out there. They're going to be sharing everything that they have going on. We are very excited to see these tacos and to eat them.
You know the funny thing about all of these tacos, and we have this Talk of Taco group.
Yes.
We started with one taco.
Yes.
In studio.
He's not here no more.
Time. He got stolen. Pierre, if you're listening right now.
We love you, Pierre.
We love you. But we wanted our taco back.
We'll get it back one day.
One day.
Whenever we go back to On Air with Pierre, which he is going to be on air today. So if you are able to check him out, I believe it starts at 11, like right when our show's over. You can go with to Pierre live On Air with Pierre, and you can stream his show. The Birthday Joy program is going to be on there. Shout out to the Birthday Joy program. That is a program that me and Curt, we believe in. Nani, the director, she is doing some cool things for some kids who are going through tough times. Be sure to check out the Birthday Joy program. Like them on Facebook. Get involved and help them whenever you can.
Yeah, somebody tag Pierre right now because I want our taco back. Anyways, I was going to say, we started with one. And if I'm counting, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 2 of these kitty tacos now.
Mm-hmm. One's from Scott. One was from Concetta. And then look, John out there from Underground Tacos, like he wants one. He has like a bag full of tacos. The bag has been secured. I'm excited.
Has he seen this?
I don't know.
Has he seen?
I think he will see our big taco whenever he ends up in here. Yeah. So there's a lot of tacos here, which is fine because tacos are delicious. And if you're not a member of our Facebook community and not watching us on video, then you need to do that. How can somebody find us on social media, Curt?
People can find us by searching for KHEA Radio. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. You can also send us an email at KHEA@KHEAradio.com. You know, we also have a website, KHEAradio.com. There, you can also donate and become a partner with KHEA Radio. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, $10, $20, $30 a month really helps us grow and continue to spread positivity into the community.
That is true. Whenever Concetta was in yesterday with Moms on a Mission, she left this. And she said, do with this what you will. It's a $10 gift chip to Maceo's Spice over there in Galveston. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to use this for myself. She's like, use it for yourself if you want to, but we're going to have to give this away. We also have some more stuff we need to give away. We have a ton of stuff in here. We love to give stuff away. If you're a business and you want to give stuff away, you happen to come to the right place because we are good at it. We're going to love to partner with you. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. Let us know. What do you got going on? And what are you getting into this week?
So we do also have a giveaway going on right now, a giveaway video where you have a chance to win 3-day Juice Till Dinner. Mm-hmm. That's 12 juices from Main Squeeze, located in Webster. That video is our latest giveaway video. All you have to do to be eligible to win is like this video, comment on that video, and share that video out to all of your friends.
Sweet. Let's take a look at it. See what's going on. I'm excited. It's delicious.
This is Gardy with KHEA Radio. I'm in Webster, Texas, at Main Squeeze, right off of Bay Area Boulevard. We're doing a giveaway, picking 3 winners. It's going to be a Juice Till Dinner. All you have to do to be eligible to win is like this video, comment on this video, share this video out so everybody can see it, so you can have the opportunity to win. Go like KHEA Radio on Facebook. Make sure you're liking Main Squeeze on Facebook. We're doing this giveaway for you.
What's up? Good morning,
hey,
folks.
Guys.
Hey, love you guys. What'd you think about that video? Have y'all seen that one yet? It just dropped on Monday. So if you've seen it, it's only been up for a couple days. So thank you for sharing it and everything else. But yeah, Main Squeeze, go check them out. They're located in Webster, and it's off of Bay Area, right next to, is it Snooze? Is that the name of that breakfast place?
Yeah, I think it's called Snooze. It's right there next to Bay Area Mall, or sorry, Baybrook Mall. It's in that Bay Area.
Yeah, okay. So it's not, I mean, I guess it's close to Baybrook Mall, but it's on the other side of I-45, like if you're heading east.
It's near Torchy's Tacos.
That's correct.
That's a good one.
It's closer.
Closer.
Yeah, I remember whenever they started doing all that construction over there. Speaking of construction.
Oh, can we not? Oh, don't ruin this, Gardy. We were having a great show.
Guess what? On Friday, they're tearing down the 646 overpass. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for me? I don't really know how my life is going to be with that bridge gone.
How are you going to get to work?
I have a couple of routes, and I'm going to have to take them one day at a time and see what works the best. But I'm really concerned what this is going to do to everybody's travel time. And the other concern that I have is that on the sign it says, hey, at this time, on this date, the overpass is coming down. And it says it's going to happen on this date until unknown. So it's like we don't even have an estimate. We're not even telling people how long it's going to be down. It could be years.
6 months.
See, I hadn't seen that on the sign that I see when I pass and I go over it. It was like, hey, this date, I think it's 9 p.m. The bridge is starting to come down until unknown is what it says on that sign.
Friday at 9 p.m.?
I believe so.
What are they going to use? Like,
they're going to use a hammer.
Explosive?
A wrecking
Can
ball?
I be there like at 9 p.m.?
Let's film it.
You know, what
are we doing Friday night?
9 p.m. Friday night, don't we have something we're filming? Friday night at like 6?
At
on
6.
646.
On 646. So, you know what? Maybe here's what we do.
Ooh.
We hit up TJ from I-45 now, and we say, hey, we want to go. We want to be live. We want to do our filming over there at Fub on Me because we love them, and then we're going to go live because we were talking to him about doing some other video stuff. But, I mean, that's kind of big news. That's huge for our area. 646 is coming down. What does this mean for you? Do you ever use that? Do you use I-45?
That's nuts. Like, to think about, like, just taking down an entire bridge. Like, you know how many cars pass over that?
Well, they've done that at Bay Area. They've done that at El Dorado. They've done that at those other overpasses.
Yeah, think how long it took for Bay Area.
I know.
It took 5 years.
I feel like it did.
Right? Like,
but it's nice now.
I wasn't even here for it, and I've heard. Like, it took, like, 5 years, 10 years.
Mm-hmm. They're going to widen the road. It's going to be interesting. The other part is that expansion is coming all the way down to where we are. Did you know that? They're widening I-45 even like to the Texas pit stop. It's over there off of exit 10. Shout out to the pit stop, Arnold and his family. Yeah, man. That I-45 expansion is going to be nuts, and it's something that we're going to be dealing with. One day, whenever it's done, it's going to be pretty nice.
Man. And then they're going to be like, well, we got to expand it again and add more lanes because there's more cars.
Yeah.
It just never ends.
I just want us to do a rail, like one of those like over-the-road rails, so we can just have like a form of public transportation, just paralleling Highway 3 or like over it.
Are we supposed to be positive? Can we find the positive in this?
There is positive in this.
Okay.
One day it's going to be really nice.
One day. In the distant future.
Yeah. So Andrea said 5 years, 10 years. That's true. Callie, good morning to you. Good morning, Natasha, Russ, Ashley, everybody else hanging out. We appreciate you guys taking the time. Hey, let's bring our guests in. I'm excited. We got some guests in studio that are going to be hanging out with us. It's Underground Taco. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out Underground Taco yet, I'm going to describe it to you. I'm excited. Man, who doesn't love tacos? Obviously, we love tacos around here. We even started a Facebook group called Talk of Tacos. If you're not a member of that, make sure that you go join it. And look, this was a gift yesterday that somebody gave us. So it's one of these little squishies. Have y'all ever seen these squishies? My kids love these squishies. And this one is the keychain. I've never seen one that is this small. And it's awesome. So we do enjoy whenever I gotta let Curt in. What a goober. All right, be right back.
No. Okay, we're back.
Good morning.
Right.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here. My name is Gardy. Carl?
This is not made for me.
No, it's not. John.
Pleasure.
John and Carl. Good morning, guys.
Yeah, so I whack my head when I get up. You're an amazing individual.
Solion says, have y'all, wait, Underground Taco as in a taco place underground?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. You nailed it. Underground Taco.
No. Now you know where we are. And
Yeah,
now
we gotta pan the camera to the left just a little bit.
oh, man, you're going to have to get a wide angle for me.
We got it. So what you can do with this is you can move this around and then kind of pick it up to a comfortable spot that's probably about, this far away from your mouth. And we'll be able to pick y'all up.
Okay.
Awesome.
I went to school at ACC for radio communications. And
You did?
broadcasting. I did.
That's what's up. Did you enjoy it?
I had a great time.
So he's more qualified to be a radio host than we are.
I wasn't going to say
That's
anything.
what he's saying.
Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, so we need some tips. We need some help.
First thing is that you don't lock yourself out of the station.
Yeah, that's usually
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
Curt left his keys at home.
Oh, Curt.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Eat his tacos.
Eat my tacos.
So you got a bag, and we were guessing, are there tacos in the bag?
No, actually, not today. I just brought you some. Yes, of course there's tacos. What kind of person would I be?
If you didn't bring tacos?
Right? See if I can do this without. Of course I can't.
I'm excited. I'm opening my camera so it's ready because I'm taking pictures, and they're going straight to Talk of Taco.
I've already put them on there. I'm like 19 steps ahead of you. Now that smell is going to waft into the room.
What? Okay.
I saw the sad brisket tacos that you had at Dickie's. It made me cry.
Curt, do you want to switch the shot?
Oh, it's brisket tacos.
Yes.
I can smell it.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Switch the shot so we can show people what is going on in here.
Deliciousness.
there you go.
So we had a picture that Curt went and got some tacos, and they were brisket tacos, but
They made me cry.
they left people wanting more.
Yeah, like real brisket tacos.
Oh, I can smell it.
Yeah. We smoke our brisket for 16 hours.
16 hours.
Yeah, they only do like 4.
Yeah. And then we fresh made those tortillas. We fresh make them per order. That salsa's fresh. We make everything ourselves.
Cool.
Yes.
What kind of sauce and what kind of spice levels are we talking about here?
I heard that one of you was kind of wimpy when it came to that, so I didn't want to go too bad. Otherwise, I would have brought the jerk chicken tacos we do.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. You seemed a little bit more Caucasian than him.
Yeah. Wow.
That's okay. I'm not mad at you for it, though. The spice level is okay. It's just a traditional salsa. Whenever we first started doing these tacos, I was trying to do like a southern street taco combination type deal. We were putting onions and cilantro on the tacos. But the thing is that the humidity in the packaging was getting to the cilantro, not making it look that great. So we wanted to bring a heavier cilantro onion flavor to the salsa. So that's mainly what we did there. We just brought the flavor profile through the salsa instead of actually having it, excuse me, on the taco itself.
You know, so you went to school. You were in the radio communications program at ACC.
Didn't do anything with it.
And then you decided to switch it into like food and culinary?
No, actually, I went into IT industry. I worked for Occidental Petroleum for a couple years. I worked for Atos Origins, at the UTMB for a while. I even worked for Friendly Computers for a minute in Friendswood. But it's in between all of my IT jobs. I would get frustrated at the end of IT because when you work in IT, 99% of the people that you deal with are angry because something's not working. And in order to flip the script on that, what I would do is go into the food industry. Everybody's just like hungry. All you have to do is just feed them something, and next thing you know, they're smiling at you. Yeah.
Me.
How many times do you have to say, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
All of them.
Oh, my God.
All of the times I've said that.
Yeah, and they're like, it works.
Right.
Either it works or, of course I tried that. What do you think?
I remember my very first phone call that I got. I was like, I need you to turn the computer back on, or turn it off and turn it back on. And it was some guy in Deer Park, and he's like, all right, well, I unplugged it. Do I plug it back in now? Obviously, I need to go through the steps and teach you how to do this every time I'm on the phone.
Go to the breaker of the house, and they're just
right. Call
like,
TXU. Tell them to cut your power off.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the
Have you
easiest
ever
way.
watched the IT crowd?
Not to watch television. I'm a weirdo. Do not watch TV.
Man, that's exactly what one of the jokes is. They always be like, have you tried turning it on and off again?
What does that come on?
I think it was a BBC. I watched it on Netflix.
Ah, BBC.
Yeah.
They play that weird stuff over there.
Try living over there for 9
UK.
months.
You lived over there?
Yeah, when I was a kid, for about 9 months. Back before it was actually kind of cool. Like when I was 8.
Yeah.
In the 80s, yeah. So, the food there is horrible. As soon as we got off the plane after being there for 9 months, we changed in our currency and went straight to Alvera's Mexican food restaurant in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
Luggage still in the car.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Carl.
Yes.
What's your background? Is it in food and tacos?
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily in tacos. It is in food. I've been 20 years in restaurants and bars. I've worked every job that you can think of in a restaurant, done it all top to bottom. And John here hit me up. We've always been close, and there was an opportunity to do our own thing. You know, I've been doing this long enough, working for other people. Wanted to do something for myself, and John had the idea, and I just said, hey, I like tacos. Who doesn't like tacos?
Everybody loves tacos.
Everybody loves tacos. So
We noticed everybody's talking about tacos, so we're like, hey, I think we need to
about tacos.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's do it.
tacos are delicious.
Kurt, you want one of these tacos, don't you?
I was gonna say, can we maybe try these bad
Do
boys
it.
before we go on
Do
the
it.
FM,
Please.
and that way, you know, you and I'm only trying one if you're trying one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
Get
we
in
need
there.
we need y'all to talk.
My allergies are bothering me, so I apologize for
It's
the
okay.
cough in advance. One of the oh man, I forgot what I was going to say. That's awesome. I'm going to do that on FM. It's going to be rad. Oh yeah, by the way, that's what I was going to say. Today actually marks. The way the idea came about was for the past 7 years I've been saying, well, you know, I'm gonna start smoking briskets and sell brisket tacos.
Yeah.
It's just that's been my mantra for 7 years. And then I started dating my current better half about 5 years ago, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna sell brisket tacos one day. Hey, I'm gonna sell brisket tacos one day. And about 2 years ago, she was like, shut up, here's a smoker. And
Do it.
Today actually marks the 2-year anniversary of the first tacos that we sold.
Yep.
Yep, 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, today. It showed up in my feed, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's something we can talk about.
The sauce is good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So you make these tortillas as well?
Yes. Yes.
What are the ingredients? Because I've heard people say like, "Oh, it's easy. It's not that many ingredients." But then some people are like, "I can't make them anyways." Like I'm trying.
Yeah, it's flour, water, and salt.
Yeah,
that's it. It's all about the ratio of what you use. Yeah. Obviously, if you use too much water, you're just gonna have water and flour. If you use not enough, you're gonna be dry and brittle. So it's really about your ratios.
So with Underground Taco, how did it start? Like, I mean, is there? Where are y'all selling? How can people get in? Like, how did it start?
You have to message us on Facebook if you want to get on it. Hence, Underground. It's awfully quiet over there. Have you noticed that? Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have brought these to a radio show.
Yeah, right.
No, don't ever say that.
Yeah, so we're actually growing this business. It's not a legitimate business yet. We have some investors that are lined up right now. We're trying to get a food trailer together.
Cool.
And maybe a brick and mortar after that. But we decided to take our time in developing this. A lot of people jump into the food industry and they fail. Not because they don't have a good product, not because of lack of planning, just because it hasn't come together. So we're building our clientele first. We already have, almost 700 likes on our
700
Facebook page.
Likes on the Facebook page. Quite a few 5-star reviews.
Actually, all 5-star. All 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
So is this your first venture in the food industry?
Yes. I've worked in the food industry, but this is my first personal venture in the food industry that we're doing ourselves. Actually, right now, I work at Midnight Slice, too. So
cool.
Over in Seabrook, the place is legit.
Yeah. So I knew that we needed to talk more.
About tacos?
About tacos.
Fantastic.
Whenever I think it was Rob Vasquez was like, hey, kind of signed off. And I love Rob, but he can sometimes be, I've heard him called a food snob.
Yeah.
Before.
Well,
And so I'm like,
my friend Shannon Larson actually was like, hey, you need to be on the show. And then that's when y'all picked this up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shannon. Hey, Shannon.
Yeah, so Shannon, she was the second person. I was like, okay. There's one, the co-sign right there from Rob, and I was like, okay, man, I do need to try those tacos. And then I saw Shannon was like, hey, you need to try these tacos. And I was like, okay, I may be a fool.
Yeah.
Rob tells me once, tell me twice. Like, it's not going to take a third time. I need to make sure we try these tacos. These are really good.
They're not bad.
These are really good.
They're edible.
What what other kind of tacos are you
we do
making?
A pulled pork carnita taco. We smoke our pork shoulder for about 8 hours. Cut it up, put it in a pot with onions, cilantro, garlic.
Don't give away all the secrets. Go on.
Nobody wants to take the amount of time. We cook our carnitas take about 24 hours to cook.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, after we boil it for about another 16 hours, really nice and slow with a bunch of citrus and garlic and cilantro and oregano and
all of the good
deliciousness
things.
and onion until all the liquid is gone.
Yeah.
And that's really amazing. People are like, "This is pork," and I'm like, "It can be.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you want to." And then we decided, back when I worked in the IT industry back in the early 2000s, we would have a potluck. Everybody would bring in from different desks, and there was this Jamaican lady that would always bring in this jerk chicken, and I was like, "Man, this is delicious." And I was like, "You have to give me the recipe." "Oh, I'm not going to give you. You're going to give me the recipe, lady."
Yeah.
Give it up.
Right? I'm going to steal your mouse ball every day if you don't give me this recipe. This is before the laser mouse. Now I feel really old. But so she gave it to me, and we started doing that with like a citrus cilantro coleslaw that goes on top. And then one day I was serving the jerk chicken, and I ran out. We were at Voodoo Hut down in KHEA, and this gentleman was like, "Well, can you just dunk some of the brisket in the juices left over from the jerk chicken?" And so we started making a Caribbean jerk brisket taco as well. It's really been a big hit.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
That's cool.
We're trying to do like different, different mashups with different cultures. You know, not only with the Southern barbecue, but with the taco. And I'm a huge fan of Middle Eastern food, like the shawarma. There's a place called Jerusalem Halal Meat Market off of 59 in Hillcroft, and they have. Are you familiar with what a shawarma is?
Oh yes, I am.
Okay, it's like a gyro for the people that don't know, and they use food on like meat on a rotisserie. It's usually like lamb and beef, and they just shave it off. So what we decided to do, we were going to do our own take because I'm such a huge fan of that sandwich. We would drive all the way to 59 in Hillcroft.
It's a true story.
And pick up this bread. It's fresh baked every morning. This pita bread, and it's amazing.
So good.
Serena can vouch for that. I know Serena's probably listening, going, "I want that sandwich in my
Quit
life."
describing it right now.
Right. And so we did instead of like the tahina sauce that they use, we did like a 6 cheese pimento spread. It's more savory than that sweet stuff that you get in the grocery store. And then we put the brisket on top of that with some pickles and red onion and some Alabama white barbecue sauce, which is more horseradish and mayo than the sweet stuff. It's a pretty delicious sandwich.
You know, speaking of mashups, have you seen, there's a couple places in the area that are doing some collabs. It's Killen's Barbecue and Papa John's have a pizza together. And then I haven't had it, but I've seen some mixed reviews. Then also Cat's Barbecue in Santa Fe teamed up with Gio's in Dickinson, and they have a pizza together too, where they take that Cat's brisket and put it on Gio's.
I haven't heard about that.
They're
one
actually
yet.
biting off our style.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie. We
been
actually
talking about
did a
this for
mashup
quite a while.
with Midnight Slice. We did a mashup with Midnight Slice a couple months ago. It was called the Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
We did a bacon serrano jam, which was the base, and then we did brisket with pickled onions and blue cheese and white cheddar. It was an amazing pizza.
Yeah, Papa John's ain't got.
No.
Hey, traditionally it's barbecue chicken pizza, because I've seen that that's kind of like the style, or what, you know, if you want barbecue pizza, you come with chicken, you know, barbecue sauce. But to have brisket on there,
We don't say those words around my brisket. Barbecue sauce. That's
No.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
that's
you don't
a
need
sin.
it. You didn't need any sauce on that.
No.
Exactly.
That taco, it was good.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Did
much.
you try the salsa? You should
just
at
take
least-
it, just take a chug.
Yeah, there you go.
in there. I made it to where it's not going to kill you. I heard about you, so
It's really good.
Is
Don't
that
be scared, it's
Is
okay.
that the vibe that I give out that I can't do spicy?
No. I actually called and somebody snitched you out about it.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't him.
He's pointing. He's
It was,
pointing.
no, it wasn't him. Actually, it wasn't Jennifer Lopez Fuller.
Look at his face. He's like,
yeah.
she said what?
She called me out.
No.
No, she did. Well, that's not what happened. Was I was going to bring you guys some tacos before, and
Yeah.
there was a schedule conflict. I wasn't able to do it, but I was like, "Hey, who likes spicy?" Well, one does, one doesn't. And so when I came in the room, I kind of figured out which one.
Well, that's happened before, Kurt, where people have brought stuff and you're like, this is good, but it's just really spicy.
Kurt, I'm gonna cry if you don't try that.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to do it.
You ready for
You got
another?
to do it. Eat another
Yeah.
taco. Just put a little bit
I
of
don't know if I
salsa.
can do a whole taco.
Man, come
just do a
on.
half taco.
Don't be scared.
Whatever. Don't
Okay,
be
but I
so
need
scared.
this.
Just
All right.
yeah, put some on there and get some bites in. But yeah, let us know. Hey, have you been to Midnight Slice 1? I don't think I've had the opportunity to go there yet. Can you share a little bit? I guess where's Midnight Slice
It's
located?
located off of Main Street in Seabrook. It's
Okay.
the old post office. It was the post office until like the 1960s. Actually, it was like the first post office in Seabrook. It's a really neat building. They make all of their dough and stuff from. Are you okay over there? Oh, okay. Is it too hot for you?
I'm getting ready.
Oh, you haven't even tried it yet.
You're focusing power.
Your face is already red, and I see beads of sweat. You're. I'm sorry. Let me get back on the Midnight Slice. So they make all of their dough by hand, and I don't mean like in a mixer. I mean by hand,
Like mixing it up
like
together?
mixing it all together. They just started teaching me how to do that, and I tell you, it's a workout.
I bet.
Yeah, and they make it all fresh, and they slice all their own veggies. Like everything is super fresh there. It's really amazing. The crust is super good, and I'm real picky about pizza. And they have some of the craziest combinations of different pizzas, man. And like, there's one pizza they put maraschino cherries on, and you'd be like, "What?" And it's delicious.
That's cool.
Matt Cash actually helped develop that pizza. They do some really neat stuff. And when you look at the menu and you go, "Oh, I don't know about that," try it. You have to try it because
I
it
can't
wouldn't
believe
be
they
on
mix
there.
the dough by hand.
Oh yeah, me either.
I worked at a pizza place before, and it was one of the most fun jobs I've ever had.
Yeah.
But you have the big bowl and the big mixer,
no,
and it just
sir.
goes around, and you kind of it needs more water, more this and that,
This
and
is
then
by hand.
I can't
Yeah.
believe that's
By
crazy.
hand. We ball it up and all by hand.
That's
It's
cool.
a neat process. That's one of the things that drew me to it was because
Mm-hmm.
I love fresh food. I love it to be fresh. I love it to be authentic. I like it to be, made right. And, once I tried their pizza, I was like, man, that's amazing. And I saw the post and it was Sibian Rowe, and she posted on Facebook, hey, I need somebody that's a little crazy that could come deal with me. And
Were you like, check? Okay.
I was like, yeah,
this is
check,
me.
check and check. That's exactly what I said. I was like, that sounds a lot like me. And she's like, well, let's do this.
Pizza's amazing, a little crazy.
Right?
I'm ready to go. Plug me in.
Done.
Let's do this. That's awesome.
How did you know? Why didn't you just tag me?
So we got a minute and 40 seconds, and we're going to keep talking for a bit. We're going to go on the FM as well, kind of reintroduce y'all,
right.
and then share about everything, continue to talk about stuff. So,
Cool.
Yeah, you too,
good.
Carl.
Kurt, how's it going over there? Good?
It's not too bad, is it?
You'll like his bolo? He went to the rodeo on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Came back with a bolo
There you go.
Matching bolos.
Yeah.
Matching.
with his friend.
Now girlfriend.
Yeah.
We can call it now.
Okay.
It's Facebook official.
My apologies.
Very nice. Very nice.
Got matching bolos with his girlfriend.
Nice.
He said that he realized, at first it seemed like a really good idea, and then after they were just like, we spent how much at this vendor for like these matching? Was this the best use of our money?
Probably
So
not.
then I'm like,
What's great, it's going to look really good on you in about 35 years.
she texted me last night and said, make sure you wear that bolo.
Dang.
We spent a lot of money on those bolos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we
Gotta
gotta
show
wear
it
them
off
every
now.
day.
Yeah.
You better wear it on Facebook and say you have a matching one with your girlfriend.
She didn't say that, but
It was implied.
It was implied.
Absolutely. Well,
There's always something underlying whenever she says something.
you've got to know it.
Yes. I didn't wear the cowboy boots. I thought about the cowboy boots. I look good in that cowboy hat. Did you see those
I
pictures?
did. It looked like, did you get it from a vendor there?
No, I got it from Cavender's.
Man, you went all out.
Oh, yeah. We went all
Yeah,
out.
went to
I spent a
the Boot
bunch
City,
of money
huh?
for that.
How much did that hat cost you? We got 10 seconds, by the way.
$30?
Dude, I bought mine. I got mine like at Buc-ee's. It was like the best investment ever. Here we go. 5 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It is 9:14. We have tacos in studio. We have some hot sauce in studio. There's a bunch of fun going down. We got Underground Taco in studio. Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all doing today?
Buenos dias, senor.
Good morning.
Buenos dias. How are y'all doing? Pretty good?
Can't
Very
complain.
We appreciate y'all bringing us this. Can you kind of share what kind of gift did y'all bring us today? We've already been partaking in it.
Brought you a container of deliciousness. We brought you some brisket tacos, our 16-hour smoked brisket. We love and care, some fresh-made flour tortillas, and our in-house fresh-made salsa.
That's awesome. It tastes really good.
Thank you.
Whenever it comes to smoking brisket, finding the right time, the right, I guess routine,
Panache.
how did you decide on what works for you? Have you tried like a bunch of different things?
Time.
Yeah.
It's all about
I've
time.
been smoking brisket since I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
In fact, I won my first competition when I was 18, and I haven't competed since. I wanted to just go out.
Go
and
out on
winner.
top.
Yeah,
You won?
I did. 18 years old. Strawberry Festival.
Oh, that's cool. In
that's
Pasadena?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal.
It is.
That's a big
Especially-
one.
Yeah,
It is. It's very
wasn't-
large.
It really wasn't back then. I just turned 43 a couple weeks ago. So back
You
when
look-
I was 18,
You look 26.
I love you too.
You're just saying that because we brought tacos.
Right?
Now you look 24. Like you bring tacos tomorrow too, or
You better go down a couple numbers, pal.
yeah. So okay, can you tell the name of the business? How it got started, how long you've been doing it, and what's the plan?
Today is actually the 2-year anniversary of when we started with Underground Tacos. It started off with I wanted to just sell tacos and deliver them, and it's starting to grow from there. We're working on getting a food truck together. We really just want to just inundate
Spread
the
tacos
community.
and good
Yeah, spread
food, man.
taco love.
Yeah. You say that, spread taco love, but I feel like that is a really good way to spread love. Even if you had someone you consider like, hey, they're not my friend, they're an acquaintance, or even my enemy. We got bad blood. Hey, if you sit down over some tacos,
Yeah.
you sit down over some tacos, and you're gonna end up being okay. You'll
Absolutely.
work it out.
It's a true story.
Spreading some love.
Yeah, breaking bread, breaking tacos.
Breaking tortillas, yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
So we shared a list yesterday from Talk of Taco and from KHEA. It was like the 28 must-try taco places in Houston. It was in Houstonia magazine.
Underground Taco was on there.
What?
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
man.
It should be though.
It should be.
Not yet. Not yet. We don't want to
You're
be too big for our
underground.
britches
You
yet. Yeah, we're on the down
But
low.
I will say one of my friends was on there, Isaac. Did you see Isaac Chavez?
Tacos Bombadas.
Say that one more time.
No.
Tacos Bomberos. That's how he says it. But Tacos Bomberos is what I guess how you would pronounce it. But man, so Isaac, he kind of started doing pop-ups, and not even well, a couple years. Time sneaks by, but I was really proud of him. I was like, that's a cool thing to make a list like that.
That's what we started off doing too. We're doing pop-ups all over
Yep.
Yakima, League City, Webster area.
Yeah. Is it difficult starting, like having people say like, yeah, you can come in, or I mean, how does that work? You just got to bang on the door till somebody says yes?
Actually, we
It came
got
to us.
asked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
really?
was just like, hey, can you come do this over here? And I'm
Yeah.
like, really? And they're like, yeah, please come over here. And then somebody else would be like, man, those are amazing. Can you come to my joint and do it? And I was like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
we did that for a while. We backed off that. I've been a bouncer for off and on for 22 years.
You're tall.
I'm a pretty tall individual, and I got tired of that environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not where I want to be. I don't drink, I don't partake, so it's not my shtick. And so I decided we'd back off a little bit and work on getting something a little bit more solid together.
Yep. That's cool.
Carl's been down to do it, and I'm excited to do it with him.
Whenever you did have a pop-up, whenever you're somewhere, like how much stuff do you have to take? Because whenever you don't have a truck or like a mobile kitchen, that can be a lot of work, right?
It's a crazy toss-up.
Yeah, it can be if you're not prepared for it. And both of us have worked in the industry for quite some time, so when we started doing it, I just put together, okay, well, these are the things we're going to need. Let's put it all together, see how long it's gonna. I essentially dry run it just to see how we would transport it, how we would get it there, and how we'd get it back. And it was actually, we got it down to where we could set up and be ready to go in about 15 minutes.
That's cool. So yeah, my buddy, whenever he started his taco stuff, right, he always had a kind of a joke that he forgot something every time, no matter what. And he was like, I'm going to forget something. It's just inevitable.
Yeah,
it's
sometimes
inevitable.
It is. Sometimes, if you're not prepared for it, you are going to miss something. And me being a 20-year veteran of this thing, I've worked for a lot of really awesome companies, and Perry Steakhouse being one. And their big thing was always have a checklist. Always have a list to make sure that you've got everything that you need. So I'd had a little checklist, and all right, got my tacos, got my brisket, got my tortillas, got my fuel, had everything that I needed to have. And, inevitably sometimes you would have, the greatest thing about that is having backups, stash a lighter somewhere over here because you need to light your fuel because you might be short one. And that was always the hard part. But you're always going to miss something, but it's usually pretty easy.
Awesome. Hey, we did just get a question in on our Facebook page. If you're watching right now on Facebook, you can drop a question or drop a comment. That's fantastic. You can also share this video out so people can find it. If you're listening at 99.5 FM, you can give us a text at 346-704-1806. It's 346-704-1806. Okay, Anita Dorio asks, brisket tacos sound like the bomb, and then drop the bomb emoji. Where are underground tacos?
It's underground. It's underground. Actually,
got to find us on Facebook.
All we're doing right now is catering and special events. If you would like to get some more information, feel free to like our page on Facebook, Underground Taco, and shoot us a message through there. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have.
So we found your social media page, and I believe the @ is like John's. Is it Big John? What is it?
Actually, I forgot.
We had put it in here.
Hold on, I got it. It's Big John Underground Tacos.
So that's the @ You can actually put that, and it'll pop up, and it
actually,
comes
I usually just type in @Underground Taco, and
it'll come
pops
up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. So that's the best way to get a hold of them. If you want to be able to find out where the next event is, where the next catering job is, where you can try and sneak in, then that's your best opportunity.
Right.
Underground Tacos.
Rob Vasquez says, about time Gardy and Curt tries them.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to you. That's what and we were talking about you earlier. I don't know if your ears are burning, but I was like, whenever Rob gives you the cosign and sign off, I was like, you know what? I got to try it.
Yeah.
Because I've had some stuff, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty good. And Rob's like, you don't know. You don't know what you're talking about.
They're okay.
Yeah, it's delicious. Okay, so these are the barbecue brisket. We talked about the brisket being smoked 16 hours.
16 hours.
And then we also talked about the jerk.
The jerk and the carnitas, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to, I guess, like traditional tacos, and whenever it comes to like Tex-Mex tacos, whenever it comes to, there's all different kinds, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider these?
Fusion tacos.
Yeah, like a southern Tex-Mex street taco fusion.
Yeah, and that's what's beautiful about tacos. But sometimes you run into people that are like taco purists. Like, hey, lettuce doesn't go on tacos. Cheese doesn't go on tacos.
Yeah.
Only like the cilantro, Savoya, this and that. But I enjoy a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Like my wife, she was like, hey, can we go to Taco Bell? And I was like, sure. It wasn't quite dinner time, but it was, if you're hungry, you just got to drive through and you spend 99 cents and
grab a couple tacos. Yeah,
get a
$5
taco
and have yourself a little meal.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
No, yeah. Well, sometimes it can be, but some.
Yeah. Watch out for the fire sauce. That's all I got to say.
It'll get you. Kurt, are you a fan of like Taco Bell and like the fast food tacos?
I like Taco John's tacos.
Have y'all heard of that?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've done some traveling, and are you from this area as well, Carl?
Yes, I was. I've lived here since I was about 3 years old, so 34 years.
Okay. Because John was mentioning, being in like England or London, UK or wherever. He seems like he's gone around. And if you start with Taco John's, they're like based out of Wyoming.
Yep.
Have you ever had Taco John's?
I've never had Taco John's.
Me either. Kurt's up and down. He's like, it's the best food I've ever had. I'm like, dude.
Best tacos I have ever had in my life is Taco John's tacos.
Second best.
Second.
Right? Second best, right?
Well, for him, describe what it is about
Here's
Taco
the
John's.
one thing that these brisket tacos need. If I was to critique it, and I'm gonna be fair with y'all.
Please do.
Okay. It needs queso cheese.
He's big on queso.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm kind of a purist when it comes to brisket. And I thought about bringing you some queso.
Queso cheese would make this brisket taco next level.
But it's not even just that if it was brisket. If it was like fajita or like even ground beef chicken,
sure.
he would say it needs queso.
Cheese. Yeah.
Well,
I eat queso nonstop.
The same thing with guacamole. I have to have guacamole on everything.
Yeah. For him, it's not the shredded. It's not the crumble. It's not.
It's actual queso.
It's the liquid. It needs to be hot.
Cheese.
Or the Kraft American cheese.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Hey, will you hand me that taco back to you?
Yeah.
Over there? You can't
We're
have
gonna
any
need to
more of
revoke that taco. Yeah.
Yesterday, I made some breakfast tacos for lunch, and it had American cheese on it, and it was delicious.
He's just a cheese guy.
It was ham, egg, bacon, and American cheese in a tortilla that I grilled in bacon grease.
Oh,
okay.
You won some points back with the bacon.
Yeah.
grease.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to put the tortilla shell in bacon grease.
Oh yeah, I'm not even mad at it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually, my father used to after we'd make bacon grease, we'd make pancakes in the bacon grease.
Nice.
Oh,
I haven't tried
sounds
that.
Good.
Yes.
So you mentioned Taco John's. Like, where have you had Taco John's?
At Weatherford, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, their bean burritos with that little green sauce is just something special.
Kurt, I've learned the term potato ole from this guy, and like the other stuff that they
Olay
have.
the day.
Yeah. I was thinking Taco Costa. Taco John's, I had it in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Yeah, it's one of those Midwest.
Yeah, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. They had taco. They were actually the founder of Taco Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, they have it patented. They are copyrighted. That's their thing.
Taco John's?
Taco John's is the one that coined Taco Tuesday.
Great marketing.
They had
Olay the day.
I remember on Taco Tuesdays, they had like 25 cents tacos.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they did Olay the Day, and they also have Taco Tuesday. Touche, Taco John's. That's
we would
pretty
drop
impressive.
like $8 as a family, go in there and just knock them down.
So you've moved a lot.
Oh yeah, my father was in the aerospace industry in the Department of Defense, so we went all over the place. I've been from California, Georgia, Texas, Iowa, England, New York, Arizona.
So aerospace.
Louisiana.
Did y'all end up over here because of NASA, or is that?
Yeah, he was working for Lockheed and Boeing for a while, doing some defense contracts.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And okay, so I want to hear a little bit more about the story because obviously you said you went to school for started studying some radio, and then you got into IT.
Yeah.
And then, like, how did that major jump happen? Have you always been a fan of food? Obviously, you're smoking. You're smoking brisket when you're 18 years old. So, has that always been a passion?
It has really been a passion, and I hadn't had a chance to do it for a while. And then I just remember, I had a brisket taco one day, and I'm like, this is nothing. This isn't what I want it to be. I was so disappointed in it that I was like, I have to do this myself.
Yeah.
This has to be something, and I'm so passionate about it. Like, he and I, we'll sit there and we'll be cranking out tacos, and we'll be like, man, this one looks really good.
Like, I don't know if we should serve that one.
Yeah, I don't know. We should
eat
that one ourselves. And my whole family is like, I don't want brisket ever again. My daughter was getting picked on last year in school for smelling like brisket. And I was like, you tell them kids it smells like money.
Yeah.
It smells like money. It's delicious money.
So
Indeed.
there was a while back, like last week, where I had brisket 9 days in a row. It was barbecue in general, and I didn't realize it till day 5, and I was like, man, I've had barbecue 5 days in a row. And then I kind of lost count, and then on day 8 again, I was like, dang, I had it the last 3 days as well. And then day 9 and then day 10, it just didn't happen. I was like, man, the streak
is
but
over.
I wonder how many times in my life that has happened. Then I just didn't realize it just because it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
delicious.
yeah. I mean, and we live in Texas, so barbecue is everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to cook, and it's not just about brisket. You can do barbecue chicken, you can do barbecue fish, you can do barbecue anything. It's really about, in my opinion, barbecue is about time and love. That's really what barbecue is really supposed to be about, in my opinion. It's about caring about your food and doing it well and taking your time.
That's cool.
Yeah, people will be like, I'll sit there and I'll describe the entire process of everything that we make to people, and be like, "You're not afraid of your secrets?" And I'm like, "Do you have time? Do you really honestly have the time to do this the way that we do it every single time?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "That's what we're here for."
Right.
You know what I mean? We're gonna take the time and do that right and make it delicious and the freshness involved with it is just something that we really, really pride ourselves on. That's what I love about Midnight Slice, is how everything is just so fresh. And that's huge to me. Not everybody, people are just ordering from, Cisco and just cooking food like that. And that makes my heart sad.
Right out of the box. That's not fair.
Speaking of brisket, speaking of barbecue and all the ones that you had mentioned as well, Carl, are there any places that you would give a shout out to, be like, hey, that barbecue place is legit, or is it more like, I got to go with my own?
There's that one place, Underground Tacos.
Yeah,
they have
that
amazing,
place,
amazing
their
barbecue.
stuff is pretty good. It's pretty nice.
I don't eat barbecue anywhere else. That's
the
thing. When you do it,
that's fair. Yeah.
When you do it, you do it. I will say that there's a gentleman out there that makes really good barbecue. His name is Brian Bob. He makes really, really good barbecue. But I wouldn't say that anybody else has barbecue that I would go eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
really?
Really? Yeah.
I will tell you one place that has really, really good barbecue that you have to go and check out.
What's that?
It's Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, and you have to order the Casper sandwich.
I'm intrigued. Where is that located?
It's located right here in Lamarck.
They have one in
Exit
Galveston
10.
too.
They
Yeah.
also have one in Galveston. But the Casper sandwich is a brisket mac and cheese sandwich.
Oh, you want to go try that? We'll split one for lunch.
Yeah, why not?
I think
So they have a cook-off team as well that participates in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So on Friday, whenever it was cook-off going on, we went and did our show out there from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yeah.
But they've gotten tons of awards. We haven't checked to see if they made the top 25 or in this year, but it was a couple years ago. They got like second runner-up for brisket, and so that's a pretty big competition as well.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big deal.
We were doing a brisket mac and cheese burrito at one point in time. It was pretty tasty, yeah, with the serrano bacon jam and the pickled onions.
Yeah,
and
that was really good.
It was good.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
and no barbecue sauce on that either?
No barbecue sauce.
No, the only barbecue sauce we even think about using is the Alabama White.
Ooh. Yeah, there's
the horseradish is a good compliment. I don't like I don't believe in it. It's not.
Yeah.
If it's good barbecue, it doesn't need
It
sauce.
should stand by itself.
Yeah.
It should stand by
all
itself.
day, every day.
That's cool.
Cool. So, hey, I have to ask this question really fast as we get going. We love tacos here at KHEA Radio. We have the Talk of Taco group, which is, we've talked a little bit about it as well. I just posted this live video inside of the group. So if you are a member of our taco group,
What's up, taco group?
welcome.
Hey, taco group.
Hey, how can we make the Talk of Taco group better? Like,
What does it need?
What does it need?
Meetups.
You're doing it actually, and meetups would be great. Like have events, taco events.
Yeah.
We had talked about that so we made the group in January, maybe even the beginning of February.
Yeah, it hasn't been a very long time.
Yeah.
You got a good start. You've got over 600 people.
Yeah.
It was like just almost a 6, I think, unless it
We
made
checked
a
it
jump.
this morning and it was 6.
Oh wow,
Had to be at least 6.
that's cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't done so already, invite all your friends to join the Talk of Taco group.
Yeah, it's fun, and we love people like Underground Taco. Please, promote your business. A lot of groups, and it's great. Obviously, if you're the admin and you make the rules, and there needs to be some kind of rules. But we want to see your tacos. We want to help promote the business that you guys are doing, and other restaurants and people post your tacos. We want to know where the best places are.
Yeah, that's really all it is. It's just communication in the group, and that'll start growing it. You know, I feel like that's like John said. Doing stuff like this, just talking about it, talk about tacos, and good things will happen.
Yeah.
There's another thing I wanted to talk about. We are going to be part of the League City Music Festival
yeah,
this
that's
year.
right.
Really?
Yeah, I heard Mullane is supposed to come in here and talk to you guys about that as well.
Yes, and we've been talking to one of our friends, Gloria Green, who's helping oversee some stuff, coordinate.
Right.
And so we've been messaging, and I think it's looking like we may be out there in some capacity. So we're trying to figure that out. We just need to have like a phone call,
Right?
Because
Cool.
sometimes messaging it gets confusing. I will say that it's just like what's going on.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there selling our pork carnitas and our brisket tacos.
Is this gonna be the first year? Did y'all do it last year?
No, we didn't do it. This will be our first year.
year.
We're gonna be co-sponsors.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to it
Partial
before?
sponsors. I've been to it back in the day before the Lions Club was involved.
Okay.
No, I was just saying I haven't been there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It's a pretty big event.
It seems like it would be because we saw some pictures from it, but we didn't have the opportunity last year to go out there. So that's our hope.
Right, if you're out there and you do barbecue cook-offs, they're having a nice cook-off. So sign up for the event, get in there, and show them what you got.
Yeah, and then you may find hey, if you win it,
Right,
we go out on top, and then a couple, 10 years, however many years from now, you can start your own
thing.
business.
There you go.
that's it.
Tacos have kind of been like, I don't know if this is fair to say, but you can correct me, but it's almost like a dream, like coming true for you. It seems like this is like the dream business, right?
For sure, it really is. This is my dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like my kids are excited about it. My wife, I call her my wife.
Yeah.
She should be my wife. She's excited about it. If you're listening, hey honey, thanks for all your support.
Dude, pop the question. What's up, man?
No, we're
Put
good.
it in a taco. Oh, put the ring in a taco.
We're good. We're good. Don't put that kind of pressure on me. What are you doing?
Hey, 2019 is the year.
Wrong number.
It's It's the year of dreams coming true here. Underground Taco.
Marry
I love
me.
it. There you go.
She said no.
We just lost a viewer. Maybe that
Yeah,
was her. She was like, oh my. She
out.
drops her phone.
I'm out. Yeah, right.
No, we're just messing. Right
I
now.
always said 2019 was the year of the Curt, but it's the year of Underground Taco now.
Yeah,
I'll give it up. I'll give it up for y'all.
All right, we appreciate
It can be both our years. It's fine.
Yeah, we can share.
We can share.
There's plenty of year to go around.
Plenty of year to go around.
Absolutely.
See, I mentioned something earlier about hopefully eventually getting a truck. What does that look like? Is that like a year plan, a 2 year? Because it's a big deal.
Hopefully it's just a
Like
few months.
6 months.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
We're planning. We've got a couple very interested parties, and the having a business sense or having a business plan was always a big thing, and we've got one of those in good order.
Yes.
So we're just looking to secure funding. We've got some like I said, we've got some interested parties, but just gotta hammer it down.
Yeah.
We're being super picky too. Like
Yeah.
we want to make sure that
We want it to be perfect.
everything is right because this being my dream. I don't want my dream to crash, and he understands how important that is. That's why he's my partner, is because I appreciate the passion that he has for it too. He does. We do everything the same way across the board. That way, there's a consistency and the love there and the passion for it. It's a good thing.
I'm sorry, but our buddy Perry Brooks with 3BQ, it's
I
a
know
barbecue.
Perry.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be on our show tomorrow, but he got his truck, and he was asking people from advice. And I'm sure y'all have done this as well. Be like, hey, when you're looking for a truck, what do you need? He got his brand new. He said because whenever he talked to people, they were like, try and get the space because you're going to run out. Get more space than what you need because you need this. So he had a new truck. He started his business last year and has kind of hit the ground running. Yeah. He's going to be at Jennifer Fuller's Bay Area Houston Food Lovers event this Saturday.
Sunday, isn't it?
Sunday, you're correct. I'm sorry. 12 to 3, I believe.
Yeah,
Actually,
at Pinnacle Park.
It's so funny. I've known Perry before he started his business. We were good friends of friends. We met each other, and we used to do all of our smoking on. He used to. I still do smoke everything on 55-gallon drums. We would make 55-gallon drums in the smokers. Oh yeah, it's
cool.
I swear by it.
Yeah,
It's set it and forget it. You put it to bed and let it run. And that's how I knew Perry. And it's funny to hear him hear you talk about him now that he's gotten his business going. Because it was a very bold move on his part when he got it go.
He was in the restaurant industry for a while and had a good job.
And he just let it go so he could do his own thing, and it was really awesome to hear. And I'm very happy for him because it's been a very, very good venture for him.
Yeah, there's risk. Like
Always.
when starting a business, there's all kinds of risk. Whether people are going to look at you and be like, they're trying to do what, or and there's the thoughts people. Can you all talk a little bit about that risk, whether it's like, hey, what are people going to think? Is this going to work? Are people going to like it? Like, what's going on?
There's always a little bit of trepidation. You're always going to be.
I have to look that word up.
There's always going to be
Curt,
a little bit of fear when going into something like that, because you never know, and you're always going to have that little bit of self-doubt. But the only thing that you can do is rely on what you've done in the past and what you know you can do, and I feel like we've both had a lot of experience in this industry, and we both know what can cause a big downfall. So those are the things that you just try to stay away from.
Yeah.
One thing I was worried about was longevity and how long we were going to stay relevant. You know what I mean? That's a huge thing, because some places are relevant for 6 months and then you don't hear about them anymore. And so our tacos are still relevant. People still love them. We still get orders. We still get people asking, "Hey, what's up with the taco?"
Have you seen a big support from family, friends, and just strangers?
A huge support. In fact, I've got a large shout out list. Mary McLaughlin, you're the best. She supported me through all this. She bought me the smoker. That's my better half. Jennifer Lopez Fuller, she's been letting us do our thing on the taco on the Bay Area group, and Melaine Sweeney, she's been a huge supporter. Naomi Haskell, my boy Carl Beatty here, Dimitri from the KHEA Triangle, man, he's really let us do our thing down there, and he let us spread the taco love.
Oh yeah, Walt from Palapas
Walt
as
from
well.
That's a gentleman on our cover photo too. He didn't even know he was being. He didn't even know
modeling.
Walter Wilson. He didn't even know. Actually, that picture was completely. That was him eating a taco. He didn't know it was being taken.
Yeah.
So completely candid. The list is really, really long.
Yeah, it is really long. Leah from Rocky's.
Oh yeah,
Rocky's piano bar. She got us in there. We ran with them for quite some time. That's greatly appreciated.
For sure.
The guys from Ojos Rojos and Joe in Disguise. They always helped us out. They were always cool cats and always supported us, and we supported them as well.
That's awesome.
My friend Serena too. I call her Serena No Vowels because I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It has no vowels in it. But Rena No Vowels, she's been a big supporter of Underground Tacos as well.
How about the name? Was there other names in the running, or was it always just I know it's Underground Taco?
Pulled it out of a hat, man. Not literally, but I was like, I don't want people calling me. I don't want my phone blowing up. But if you want to get a hold of me, you got to go underground.
Taco dealer.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up.
When you when you want some tacos, you know who to call. You got to know somebody.
Exactly.
Got to be in the know.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, it's a great name.
Nice.
I think.
Thank you.
It sounds underground. It kind of gives you that vibe, and it's like, oh man, I got to try underground.
All right.
Tacos.
Where do I go? Oh, you don't. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere. Now I'm even more intrigued.
Yeah.
I can't have it. You're gonna tell me no?
Kurt, are you still okay from the sauce? Because you had the green salsa.
Yeah, I could have done spicier.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dialed it down because we were going to come out here. I usually put some more heat to it, but I wanted to be nice.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
Okay, right now it's 9:40. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break on the FM. We're going to keep it going on Facebook. Let us know if you have any thoughts, any questions. Have you tried Underground Taco? If you haven't, you need to go check out their Facebook page. Just search Underground Taco on Facebook, and you can go smash that like button and maybe see some pictures.
Yep.
Get some video.
Yes.
Get some tacos.
And then get some tacos. That's the most important thing of all. This is Kickstart. Coming up next, some Christian Stanfill on KHEA Radio. What's up, Facebook? We are back. This is KHEA Radio's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. We're talking to John and Carl from Underground Tacos. Make sure you go check out their social media page. That was just a spot from my business, Del Tigre. So go check that out as well.
DelTigre.co. I'm wearing some Del T's right now.
Me too.
What's that?
So Del Tigre, me and my wife, we had started a company, and because I had all of these thoughts when I was asking y'all, do you have any doubts? Like whenever you're making that jump. So I'm a big fan of shoes, and I always have been. And so we started doing shoes. My wife had kind of just designed jewelry for a long time and didn't really have a name.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, why don't we put that under, put it all together.
There you go.
And so we started doing shoes, like boots. So these are like Chelsea boots. So I have some on, and Kurt does as well. But it's just,
Nice.
yes, boots. So we have
Those are
some
pretty
lace up stuff and
Yeah.
kind of Not everybody's a boot person,
I
but
would wear those. I don't even wear
I am.
boots.
Yeah,
I would wear those.
Yeah, those are nice.
What size of
Those are really
feet
nice.
do you have?
12.
12.
we got 12s. Yeah, so that's Del Tigre. But whenever you're starting anything, it's always like, man, what are people gonna think?
Makes your stomach churn thinking about that
Yeah.
jump, right?
Yeah.
That first initial, you're like,
should I post
I don't
something?
wanna-
Should I not?
Yeah. Yeah, there's always that hesitation, but in the end, is it going to be one of those things that you would say, I wish I had, instead of,
Yes.
why didn't I, You're like, why not? You only have one chance at this thing, so do everything you can,
I do have to ask. Okay, so have you ever met Perry Brooks?
I have not. He has.
Carl has.
Carl has. Okay, so Perry also has daughters, and I noticed, because you're wearing sandals, your toes
Painted.
painted.
Yeah.
Perry does that too.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
daughters do it.
Daughters? Or
I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old daughter, and I also have a 19-year-old son.
But this is what Perry says. He's like, because he's a large guy. He was like, well, I don't care because I dare. Nobody's
somebody to say
Ditto.
something
Say
about
something.
nobody's gonna say anything to
Say
me.
something. I'm 6'6", 400 pounds. Do it. Just say something.
Perry,
I'm
same
not
way.
going to beat you up, but I will fall down on you. 3 times as painful.
Yeah, so people don't really say much. They just,
Like,
for whatever reason,
I get
hold their
told how-
tongue.
it. Yeah, weird, right?
I get told daily how pretty my toes are, and I'm like, I know. They're gorgeous.
That's cool. That's cool. I didn't see that. Good eye.
I don't let them do it either. We actually go out.
I
and
noticed
get them
right
done.
away. I don't know why.
I need to have them done again. They're looking pretty shaggy right
Your
now.
daughters did it
You
though,
need a
right?
refill.
No.
buddy.
We go to the nail salon.
Y'all go together?
Yeah, I have both of my daughters are my stepdaughters, and so they're like, "You're not my dad." And you want to get your nails done? You're my dad.
Daddy.
I like you again.
Daddy.
You want to pick the colors? Okay, all right. Yeah, you're kind of cool until we get home, and then they're like, "I hate you." No, they're great kids.
Yeah, man, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a tip out there. Take your kids to the nail
Take
salon.
your kids to the nail salon. Yeah. Usually the fumes will get them so inebriated to be quiet the whole ride home.
Yeah.
Me and the girl have been talking about
Going to get your nails done?
Going and get our nails done.
Do
Hey,
it.
there's a nail salon here locally that plays our radio station, and we tried calling, but we can't get a hold of somebody who we can communicate with appropriately. We just wanted to be like, that's awesome. Thank
Like,
you for
thank
playing
you,
our
yeah.
radio station in here. Y'all are listening to us right now, but they don't know what we're saying.
Bay Colony
Stinks.
Nails also. We
They
did a
play our
giveaway.
station too,
They-
but we communicate with them.
Yes, we did a giveaway video with them, and they're going to sign on and be a partner in March.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'm
Exciting.
super excited it'll be our first nail place
That's awesome.
that has
Nailed
partnered.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
When you guys get big,
Yes,
and
it
which
was.
which it
I'm
will
already
happen.
Kind of big.
Well, when the business gets big.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, when the business gets big, you're going to have to partner with KHEA
We need
Radio.
we need those Taco sponsors.
I'm
We're
totally
looking
in.
Sounds
I got
like a plan to
35
me.
cents right now on it.
Hey, that may be our first Taco sponsor. I would take that. Put an ad on tacotaco.com.
Be down.
Underground Taco.
Hey.
35 cent spot.
35 cent spot. I
It's
got
more than
35
what we
right
had.
now. 35
It's
cents
more than
spot.
we
More
I
than
mean-
we got. 35 cents.
Anything in the right direction.
Like we're sponsored by.
tacotaco.com.
No, that's
Underground
it.
Taco.
I'm saying you. That's
You don't say it.
Yeah, you don't say.
This
It's
space
35 cent
empty.
spot. Yeah, it's empty. You're sponsored by. Thanks for the change.
We ran out of.
we can't do it because then it wouldn't be underground anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
It's true.
It'd be above ground
Yeah.
tacos.
So y'all are going to be at the League City, the music festival.
Festival,
When
yes.
is that?
That is the first weekend of May.
May? Yeah.
Actually, it's going to be Cinco de Mayo. It's going to be crazy out
Oh,
there.
man.
Yeah, we're going to be hopefully slaying a bunch of tacos.
Yeah.
And some of the proceeds are going to the League City Lions Club.
Mm-hmm.
We've done some sponsorship with them before. We're real proud to help those people out. They do great things for a lot of good people out there.
That's cool.
And we're trying to get back to the community. We're not real big, so we can't do a bunch of help. We can't help everybody, but the people that we can help, we did a friend of mine, Brian Buer. He had some issues where he had to have surgery, and he was down for a while. And we smoked a bunch of brisket and sausage, and helped him get back on, for a benefit, and helped him get back on his feet. We were so happy to do that. It made us, it feels good for us, not only to actually help somebody, but that feeling after you've been, I was up for what, 37, 38 hours
38
straight,
hours. Yeah.
straight, just smoking briskets, and I was
Wow.
I was on cloud 19, man. I felt so good afterwards. I still had that. It keeps you going.
Yeah.
You
That's important. To give back, even if it's a community effort.
It is.
So some people can do, more than others if you've been in business for like 100 years,
Right.
like a bank or financial institution or a college, something like that, or whatever it is, but it takes a whole community because you can't just expect,
Right.
the big guys, they got to do more, which they can do their part, but everybody has to try and do something because to take care of each other.
Every little bit helps, whatever it
We're
might
small
be.
potatoes. I mean, we both have other jobs that we do. Like this is just something we've been doing on the side that we're trying to pull up, and we're getting there.
Yes.
Uh-oh. So what's up with these tacos?
Yeah,
the
tacos.
I need a taco cat.
The Taco Cat. This is from Concetta, Macio's. Have you heard of Macio's down in Galveston?
No.
They do spice.
Are you handing that to me?
Well, you can take a look at it. She gave us this one, Concetta Maceo. But yeah, you need to go check out Maceo. So it's a Maceo spice, but they've been around for like, I don't know, since the mid 1950s or something like that, and down in Galveston. But a lot of the restaurants will use their spice supply, and yeah, they do that. But she brought us because she knows we like tacos and she likes cats. So it was kind of like a.
We love cats at our house too.
Taco cat.
We just Taco Cat spelled backwards is
Taco
Taco
Cat.
But yeah, so I'm a palindrome. It says it right there. That's super cute. Look at that Facebook. Go check them out. Exploding Kittens. I need to have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it back. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
he's like,
am.
no,
I'm not. Wait, so
This is what
my
happened-
toes are pretty, and you're not getting the toes? I'm just kidding.
That's what happened to our
somebody
first taco.
did our first taco that we ever had,
got
our taco
stolen.
piñata, got stolen.
It wasn't stolen.
It was It was robbed from us.
Well, somebody asked, and we were on the spot, and we're just like, okay.
Yeah,
We were
yeah,
actually
yeah.
on an interview, and we had brought it kind of just to talk about Talk of Taco, and they're like, can you all leave that here? Because, and then went all these reasons, and it was just like,
Oh.
we were like on a live thing. We're just like,
Do you remember half
Yes.
of those reasons?
yes.
No.
Those are the reasons we need that taco.
I just
Yeah,
want
exactly.
The reason was I need 1,000 likes on my Facebook page, and y'all have a big following, so you can promote me. And when I reach 1,000, then you'll get your taco back. And we're like,
Is this legal?
Is
this legal?
Wow.
Is this bribery?
Somebody said we needed to say that taco was a load-bearing taco, and we have an intern right now, holding it up. I was like, man, that
That's
would have been
hilarious.
funny.
I'm not allowed to have pinatas anymore. I got one for my birthday quite a few years back, and then we ended up blowing it up. His name was Manfred, and we shoved some mortar shells in him and lit him on. He blew up. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we joked in our small taco that there was an emergency real taco in there in case we were hungry. Just to break it
Yes.
open, and then you had just
I like
tacos.
it.
But now we got it.
We
We upgraded.
We could have vacuum sealed one of those and put it in there.
How many tacos do you think are in there?
None.
Okay,
You
you're
guys are
correct.
hungry.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you guys are
Pretty
zero.
empty.
Hey, I won a cat.
Break in case of emergency.
Yeah.
We win, right?
We win.
No?
Yeah.
No.
So we have a couple minutes
He's like,
left.
sure.
Can y'all share, one more time how to get a hold of y'all, why somebody should try Underground Tacos, and just what the plans are for the future?
You don't have to try them. We're not going to twist your arm. I'm not gonna. Yeah, please try our tacos.
Yes.
No, yeah, just go to check us out. We're on the Instagram and the Twitter. We really don't update very much because I'm over 40 and I don't have time for 3 different types of social media right now.
Yeah.
But the Facebook, we usually
That's what it was called originally.
the
It was.
I
Facebook.
saw the social
Facebook.
network.
The
Yeah.
Facebook. I haven't seen that. So, the Facebook, and just go on there, check us out, give us a like if you want to. If not, we're not going to hold you to it. But that's how you get a hold of some delicious tacos from us. Is go on there, send us a message, we'll reply. We do catering, weddings, all sorts of stuff. Take orders from the plants. They love us down there, man. They'll be like, "Hey, can you bring us 48 tacos?" I'm like, "I'm on it."
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
And then the League City Music Festival.
Oh yeah,
Y'all will be out there as
First
well.
weekend in May.
May.
I do believe it's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Actually, maybe the second through the 5th. I know we're going to be out there on Thursday all the way through Sunday. So
Cool.
yeah, we'll be out there posted up, helping them sell hot dogs, and we're going to sell some tacos alongside and try to
3rd, 4th.
try to get some money together for these people. And they're doing it. It's for a great cause. Come out and check us out. There's going to be plenty of live music. There's going to be a barbecue cook-off. There's just
all around good time.
all around good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. And can you just mention one more time, I guess, about Midnight Slice? So where is that located?
Midnight Slice is located on Main Street in Seabrook. Man, that place is amazing. It's really good. Come see us. I'm there pretty much from, I think it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I think they're closed today. I don't know if they're open or not. We just had our kitchen floors redone, started on Monday. So I think we're opening back up tomorrow. People out there that have already tried it, don't fret. If you went by, we were closed. We will be open. That Sibian Rose place, man, she's a great boss. She's running a great business. It's a really good product. I'm so happy to be part of it. Please don't fire me.
Well, it's cool that they used to be a post office, you said.
Yeah, it was a post back in the 60s. It was a post office. I'm really glad I didn't get fired the other day. It was some of the people don't really know me yet, and I'm kind of a big guy. I don't know if I'm a little intimidating. They were just looking at me like, I'm like, okay, well, you guys have a great day. And they're like, thanks. I was like, Alexa, play by Hanson, and close the door behind me. And the looks on their face were like, did he really just do that?
Yeah, we tell Alexa that too. We're like, Alexa, play KHEA radio, and then just like walk out of places.
Nice.
Or sometimes we say it, and if somebody's listening like on their phone and they have an Alexa in their house, they're just like, that my Alexa just started playing KHEA radio.
That's nice. That's very nice.
Yep, we love it.
So we were going to do a live stream on your live stream and do like an Inception, but we decided not to.
You can do one real quick. We got a couple minutes if you're going to do
it. Okay.
Okay. Like, nah.
The Facebook can only handle so much.
That's fair. But thank you guys for joining us. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, come try us out. We do deliver when we can. We love to schedule you. We'd love to have you. Love to have you try our tacos.
Awesome.
We do regular brisket, jerk chicken, and pulled pork.
Yeah.
Jerk. Gardy. I mean, wait, what?
Jerk. What?
What?
Oh, wait, rude.
Gardy's
not
me
a
a jerk.
Don't be rude. No name call.
Yeah. God, we've been nice.
Jerk
man.
chicken.
Right?
That hurts. That hurts me.
Right? If I had feelings right now,
Cool.
I eat my feelings.
Well, thank you for bringing us tacos
Thank
as well.
you so much for having us.
You guys are awesome.
We're really
Thanks for
glad
having
to come hang out with you
It
guys.
was nice to meet y'all.
Pleasure.
Fantastic.
Want to play a spot?
Yeah.
You don't have to. All right, Facebook. Y'all are awesome. I think Kurt's about to play a spot, and we're going to take a quick break, bring some more guests in. Thank you for bringing tacos.
No problem, man. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for having us, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
That was really fun.
And the spot is going on one day. It's still not up, huh?
Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center is a facility that is dedicated to getting sick people well without the use of drugs and surgery.
Every 10 pounds is a mile less your heart has to pump.
We teach patients how to live better, be better, and stay better one bite at a time.
I recommend the Living Well Clinic because it's life-changing. It's waking up and feeling great every morning and having enough energy throughout the day.
What's up, folks? That was Underground Taco in studio. Right now, we're going to have Brazilian Drops in studio. Our good friend Desiree, who has been doing, Botox, doing beauty treatments. She owns a salon. There's a lot of stuff going on at Brazilian Drops. We're going to be talking about that as well. We're going to be talking about beauty, like beauty tips, all kinds of stuff. So this will be really fun because here at KHEA, I don't know if you've noticed, me and Kurt are gentlemen. For the most part, we're guys, right? Whenever it comes to guys, beauty is not the first thing that we think of. Kurt's over here shocked. He thinks he's like a beauty icon out there. He's like pointing at his face, but so we can take all the help that we can get. That's what we're trying to do. We have cameras shoved in our face all the time. Kurt's just figuring out right now that you're not supposed to put hand sanitizer on your face, and I feel like we've got that through his head, but I'm not sure. But let me know. Do you have any kind of routines? Even whenever it comes to self-care, do you have any routines whenever it comes to going and getting like treatments or like getting pampered, I guess, if you will? But I'm excited to be able to talk about all this. We were talking about some tacos earlier with Underground Tacos, and I still got some in studio. So let me show y'all what was left over. I had one, Kurt had some, and the salsa's delicious. These are homemade tortillas. They smoked the brisket for 16 hours. That's a long time. But, yeah, let us know. Have you tried Underground Tacos? Have you been to Brazilian Drops? We're going to keep it going. We're going to be talking about beauty here in a bit. Yesterday, we had Moms on a Mission MOM in, and they brought us this taco kitty. So this will be 2 days in a row that we've had some form of tacos given to us. And we are grateful. We're thankful. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. Earlier, we were also mentioning the hail last night. So, Leon, the tacos are the bomb. Yeah, they did hook it up. We have a ton of green salsa. So, Leon, did you get hail last night? I'm not sure what part of town you were on, and I live in League City. Man, there was all kinds of hail. People were saying it's about a nickel size. I didn't actually go outside and pick one up to compare it, but it looked big. Like in my yard, it looked like it was bigger than a nickel, like almost like a quarter, but I didn't actually measure it out. But either way, we're not used to hail in these parts. If you feel like you need to, you probably should go get your roof checked out. There are some places that we can recommend. I think they do like inspections, but man, that was crazy. It came down and just started coming down. It felt like it was like 10 minutes, but I don't think it was that long. It was just constantly coming down for probably like 3 minutes straight. Just like these big old hail bouncing in the grass, bouncing off the window, bouncing everywhere. I'm not sure if you had somewhere you were. Curt was in Texas City, and he said he didn't get any at his place. But over at ours, yes, definitely had some hail at my house. My daughter didn't like it. My son was just like kind of just watching. He's 6. My daughter's 2. So they were kind of just like in amazement. And I was like, I've never even seen this. I know for a fact my kids have never even seen this. Just hail, just coming down. And I had mentioned this earlier, but I-45 now, just driving through the hail. I'm not sure if that was TJ or, one of his people. But yeah, just driving through the hail, broadcasting live saying, hey, we're in the middle of it. Not sure where you guys are, but hopefully you came out okay. Your vehicle, hopefully your house comes out okay. But yeah, we are excited to be keeping this going. Right now it's 9:59. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're about to go live on KHEA Radio's FM, which is 99.5 FM. We're going to be on till 11, so we have about an hour left. Curt's just out there chit-chatting. I'm not sure what he's doing out there. This is like he's just having the time of his life out there. I may turn a camera around because I'm not sure what he's doing. Can somebody? I wish we had an intern here. Our intern called in. Ethan deleted one of our spots, so he was actually not supposed to come in anyways. But I was like, Ethan, where's the spot? And he was like, oh, I forgot to do it. I said, did you forget to finish that spot and did you delete it and not save it? But then he just stopped responding. So, yeah. Hey, Curt. You want to come in here? Just hang out for a bit or something?
Yeah, they're sharing it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's cool. They can share in here.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Okay. So, anyways, look who it is.
Oh, hey.
I said Curt's just out there chit-chatting, having the time of his life, the biggest little grin on his face I've ever seen, and I'm just over here talking into this camera. So
sorry, I was trying to get it shared out and ready to go.
Sweet. So yeah, we had some tacos, and people have been bringing us tacos in studio for a while now, and now we just have more.
How many tacos have we had? Like, we've had tacos bomberos.
I'm not even talking about like real tacos. I'm talking about like keychain tacos. I'm talking about little stuffed kitty cat tacos, piñata tacos.
It's been great.
All kinds of tacos. We had taco lights. So that thing fell down.
I saw that during the middle of the show.
It went bank, and I looked over there, and nobody else looked over, and I was like, Curt, look at that. We just need to make sure nobody goes that way because I don't want that other screw to give out and bonk someone on the head.
Yes.
But if it does fall during this next hour, I feel like we'll be okay. Because nobody's under there. It'll just go straight down.
Sits.
Unless like the AC's blowing real hard and it goes whoosh and blows it over here. Did you tell them they can come in?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're finishing up some stuff.
Okay. So I'm excited about this next hour. We also have some meetings and some other stuff going on. I think we're going to be going out to Sloppy Nick's and Pomodoros. Shout out to Giorgio. We've been to Sloppy Nick's quite a bit. Giorgio is the new owner.
Yes.
Of Sloppy Nick's.
Sloppy Nick's.
If I understand correctly, I think that the family owned Sloppy Nick's. There was a gentleman named Brian who had taken some partnership in it where he maybe owned the whole thing. But anyways, it went back to Giorgio and that family. If I understand correctly, I could be totally off and wrong, but now Giorgio is the main owner of Sloppy Nick's, but it was previously owned by family.
Yes, he's the new owner, and I think they're making some changes and stuff that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, his wife. Do you know her name? I can't say it like Giorgio. I can try, but
Giorgio. I just know Giorgio.
It's Giorgio, and I believe it's Antonella. But he says, Giorgio's from Italy. Like they're an Italian family. They have that Italian restaurant, Pomodoro's, over there. It's off Marina Bay in League City. I think it's like 2900 Marina Bay. There's a strip over there. There's Cupcake Cache. There's Brazilian Drops. There's Pomodoro's. There's Sloppy Nicks, and a bunch of other places that are right there as well. So Lori asked, where is Underground Taco located? No address on their page. That's a great question. So right now, they're strictly doing catering and pop-up events. If you want to get a hold of them, you can send a message and be like, hey, when is your next pop-up? They're going to be at the League City Cook-Off and Music Festival that's taking place in May. They're also going to be doing some catering events as well. So right now, it's literally Underground Tacos. That's why their name works out perfect. So, hey Desiree,
hey,
good to see you.
Good?
Yes.
That's Blaine right there.
Hi Blaine.
Hi.
My name's Gardy.
Gardy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We had some tacos in studio, so that's what's going on here. Hopefully y'all don't mind. For some reason, people we just hang up tacos and people just keep bringing us tacos, which we love. We love tacos. Are you a big fan?
New mascot right there, the little
Curt?
taco. No.
Kurt's my new mascot.
We got two of those.
Taco right there. I like that one.
Taco Cat.
Take that one home.
Everyone wants our tacos.
We have two Taco Cats now.
Taco Cat.
Yeah, Concetta from Maceo Spice. She brought us this one yesterday. But whenever she popped in, she was like, "Who brought the other one?" And we're like, "Oh, that was our buddy. That was our buddy Scott. Our coworker Scott brought us that." So,
all things beauty.
are y'all doing good today?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
Awesome.
doing it today.
I'm doing good. Pretty good.
Good.
Been better, been worse. There was hail last night. Did y'all run into any
Oh
hail?
my gosh, I have an experience. I thought it was the rapture coming down.
For real?
I didn't know it was going to be raining like that. It was like going through a tsunami.
I was attacked by
driving.
aliens, I think, because I was so big. It was so big, like in my
Yeah, it
car.
was huge.
I
Did your
was
car?
drive.
Your car? You were
We
driving
are
in it?
driving, yes. Me and my husband, we are driving, and we have to hide underneath of the bridge
Yes.
because we are like start listening these rocks come down in our car. I'm like, my car.
I know. You don't want it can mess up your car really bad.
Yeah.
All the
Good
dings
thing-
and dents.
Good thing is, it's a leasing car, and the Mercedes can always take back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Give me
good
a new
idea.
one.
Park under the overpass. Speaking of overpasses, have you seen that 646, the overpass over I-45, is starting to get tore down this Friday? Isn't that nuts?
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So you need to plan accordingly.
Okay, I just shared.
I don't know if you ever go to that part of town.
146 too is going to be a complicated thing, man.
Man, that's nuts. How are we supposed to get anywhere? Like I live close to you, like Brazilian Drop, so I just may just go there.
Stay here, and then we don't have to do anything, right? Or just sleep
That's
in your
true.
job. Sleep in your job.
That is true. That may be our best option, our best bet. So,
Water in.
I'm excited that you guys are in. We're gonna be talking about beauty, health, and I guess anything that comes up. And so I mentioned to Curt, and I think I heard him mention it out there. But do you write an article for a local publication?
I do. I write articles for Bay Area Houston Magazine.
That's cool. How long have you been doing that?
I guess for about a year. Yeah, and then previously I wrote for LCA Houston Magazine also about a little over a year. That's where Beauty with Blaine started, was from that publication. And I kind of took it on as my own. It started as a blog, my blog, and so I kind of was featured for that magazine.
Okay, that's cool. So I have a copy right here.
We did say that.
We have a copy.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
So this is you, right?
Yes, that's me.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Ochoa.
Ochoa. So Blaine Ochoa. So this is the February issue. Is the
Yes.
March? Is the March coming out? Is it out yet? Have I not seen it?
It's not out yet, no. However, I do not have an article in March.
Okay.
I'm doing one for April.
I'm
for
boycotting.
Sure, though.
So we're boycotting March. Bay Area Houston Magazine is. I'm sure it's great, but we're kind of boycotting that one.
Yes. April and May, I have some great articles lined up, though.
Can we get a sneak peek? What is it going to be about?
Let's see. What's first? March, April.
April.
April is about more geared towards health and fitness. I'm featuring actually a gym in Houston.
Sweet.
Yes.
That's cool.
In his.
What gym is that?
It's LJ Performance Gym, or LJ Training.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sorry.
So we love whenever we get to talk about beauty and health and exercise, the only thing is that I'm sure it's out there. Maybe we can't find it. There's not a lot of stuff like that aimed at guys. And so whenever we found Desiree being like, yeah, guys can do this stuff too, we're like, wait, what? Yeah. Guys can do things too? Nobody told us. We have cameras in our faces all day, like, and we look like fools.
So good. You're on the radio, but you're still online on Facebook, right?
We're going live on TV in Houston in like a couple weeks here.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's exciting.
It will be fun.
Yeah, but we need like the makeup.
Yeah, do we? We don't know.
We're gonna prepare you. I'm have a video. I work doing some makeover, glamour shots, and also video for TV.
Cool.
We can work on that. I don't think you guys really are not needing much because we're gonna take care of your skin, right?
That's the plan.
So, yeah, with
yeah, that's my hope. So I stopped eating dairy. Like pretty much this year.
I can tell the skin getting better. Your skin.
It definitely helps. It definitely clears up your skin. I used to eat dairy, a lot of it, and then I kind of stopped when I started training for my pageants, and I've noticed a great improvement in my skin.
The crazy thing about like just the no dairy for you is I can see like even like the little spots on the side like starting to clean up a little bit. But we're not that bad. Like you're doing good.
Thank you, Curt. That means a lot coming from you.
Just wanted to give you a compliment.
Dang, I appreciate that so much. Okay, so we got it's 10:09 right now, and we got about 3 minutes left. Whenever this 3 minutes is up, we'll go on the FM as well, and not just Facebook. So I'll kind of keep us updated on the time so it doesn't get caught away from us. Okay. But how did you get started writing? I guess you started with the blog, and then does somebody notice the blog, or do you reach out? How does that work?
Honestly, writing has always been a passion of mine. I started writing at a young age, doing music, songs. I love writing songs.
So you sing as well?
So I do sing as well, yes. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of spanned from that. I always wanted to write for a publication, a magazine. So I kind of reached out. Well, actually, after Miss Houston pageant in 2017, the first one I did there, one of my judges happened to be the founder and editor of LCA Houston Magazine. So she reached out to me after the pageant and was like, hey, like, because on my interview, I mentioned I enjoy writing. And she was like, would you like to come write for my publication? I'm like, absolutely. This is what I've been wanting. I was like, thank you, God. This is perfect. And so, I kind of started from that. And then my first article I wrote was over beauty and fitness. And I was like, I kind of want to name this Beauty with Blaine. And so I was like, it's perfect, title. And that's why I kind of spanned off from that to the blog on my website.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. And I guess writing is one thing, but like writing well is another. So is that something that you like in school that you're just like, hey, I'm good at this? Or did you study that? Or just kind of like, hey, I'm good at this?
Yeah, I mean, in college, I actually loved my writing classes. I did take writing classes. I enjoyed writing, the long papers that we had to turn in for communications classes.
Yeah.
I have a degree in communication studies. So
cool. Where'd you go?
Texas State University.
Sweet.
Yes. So, just always been a passion and always been interested in it.
And how does that how does that help you with like pageantry and stuff, like what you studied?
Or does it? I don't know.
Communications?
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, you're talking to people. You do that in your everyday life, your job, your professional career, and in pageants as well. So that really prepped me for my interview session or my interview portions of the pageants that I've done, and just in everyday communication. I now work for also a TV station in Beaumont, so KBMT Channel 12, and I'm dealing with communicating with people on a daily basis, in and out. So it's definitely beneficial.
That's cool. So you've done pageants for how long?
I guess kind of at the level that I compete at now for the Miss Texas USA system, 3 years. And I've taken some breaks, here and there. I did a couple pageants growing up when I was younger, too.
That's cool. Do you have one that's, like, going to be taking place, like, soon, or is there...
Yeah, I do. I have Miss Houston. I'm competing again for Miss Houston USA at the end of April, so Easter weekend. I'm excited.
It's so nice, right? Have somebody else from this area.
Seems like a big deal.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Houston's big.
She's the beauty and smart together,
Yeah.
That's all together. It's just so complete.
So
She's
how do they
gonna win?
How do they?
I have cheerleader number 1.
Yeah. How do they pick who runs for Miss Houston? Is it by county or how does that city?
Primarily just in the area, Galveston County, Harris County, Jefferson County. Really, anyone in the vicinity can, apply to compete. You have to meet certain requirements, age requirements. Obviously, born here, and just meet different requirements.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, Desiree, if somebody has not had the opportunity to visit Brazilian Drops, can you share where you're located at?
It's 2700 Marina Bay Drive, Suite C in Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people pass in front of my spa and they say, what that mean, that name? Right? My name is curious. People get curious about my name. Because Brazil and drops. What that mean? I say, the drops, beauty drops of the Brazilian people here. Right?
Yes.
So have a little meaning. Maybe English is not like too much. Because, when you're from other country, I always think the name is kind of attractive. And you have to get the name to attract it. And it really works. But we are upgrading a salon as a med spa. I don't know if you know that. Because of Botox, fillers, and everything. We have a doctor there. And also we have a PA, physician assistant. And also Edna that's starting Botox with me also.
Cool.
And we all training together. We have advanced classes. And we always keep it up to date on everything. And, and this is promoting us in general. And most of the promotion that we have, advertised that we have, is we do Bay Area Magazine, but also
I saw your spot in here. I saw it in there.
Since you guys start mentioning about us too and being growing, thank you God, and I love it because a Christian station, and it's been amazing. And Blaine is part of my growing too because we met and she came to my spa for a treatment that she needed to compete last time for Miss Houston and. She started doing treatments with us, and we keep doing that. Take care of her.
She's always been a great supporter of mine. She's one of my sponsors actually for the Miss Houston pageant.
I always want to sponsor her. I told her anytime you need my sponsor, I will sponsor you.
That's important.
Very thankful to have her.
She's fantastic. She sponsors us as well, and we're not beautiful
really
either.
Not. I think you
You're
guys
not so
are
bad
beautiful.
looking.
Yeah.
So here's the spot right here in the magazine where it talks about the strawberry chocolate facial. And I remember
there was a Valentine edition right there for this magazine because it was February. They launched the magazine I think every month, right? And we have to put the whatever it is in the moment.
Yeah.
So we always created some different. We created this chocolate mask and it did amazing. A lot of people came for tryout. That was very.
We had people asking because we had shared the event. They're like, "Who's going? What is this?" And I said, "You need to go and find out because I do not know, but it looks delicious."
We create this mask. We create this mask is interesting because it really lights your skin, lifts the coloration in your skin, and even the coloration is fantastic. We're still doing. If you ask for the chocoholic strawberry mask on your face,
good.
we will make special for you.
That's cool. So we got 12 seconds, and we're about to go on the FM as well right now. So let's see. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have special guests in studio. We have Blaine and we have Desiree from Brazilian Drops. And I'm excited to have you guys in. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing great.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so Blaine, we were talking to you on our Facebook, and we found out you write in some local publications and have a background in communications. Yes. And whenever it comes to communicating about beauty and running in pageants, how is that kind of intertwined together and been a benefit to you?
I've always had a passion for writing, like I said. But, I think there's beauty on the inside, and that's what beauty is to me. And so I've really tried to portray that, having competing in pageants, or that's what I'm currently doing also, I really don't want it to be about all the outward appearance. And so I really want to stress that to my readers, to my followers, on and off when I'm competing on the stage, that really what's inside, what's in your heart, who you are as a person really needs to come through. And so I've really tried to intertwine that together in that sense, and relay that in my articles as well.
That's cool. You have a lot of followers too. I did notice, I looked at your Instagram and you have quite a bit of followers, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thanks.
How did you get that? How did you get all those followers? It's the hashtags, right?
Hashtags help.
I feel like...
I think Me, I have a bunch of friends. I love people and I love, interacting with others, networking. So I think that's been a big part of it, and just doing all the different things I'm doing, the publication, the TV station, pageants.
She always in events too, and she promotes charities and things like that. She does a lot of benefits things for people, and I think that's why the people follow her, because they know she has this heart for people,
if you produce good content as well, then people will follow you and be like, hey, what can I learn, or like, what tips and stuff, right?
Informative.
That's cool.
You said TV show. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, or actually I do advertising for KBMT Channel 12. They're in Beaumont. It's an ABC and NBC affiliate. And then I've also went on The Beat, which is a segment that they do. And I went on and spoke about Beauty with Blaine and helped out with the beauty segment there. And then I've done one of my clients' commercials. It's Revivify Medical Spa, and she's in Beaumont. And I've done her, it's like Look Live segment commercials. So we sit down in interview sitting, and her commercials go on air.
Blaine, you're Donna's friend.
Donna, is it?
Curlin? Is that right? I've talked to you on the phone before.
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's great. She works at iCryo.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how we met.
Yeah, we had iCryo in before, and that was a lot of fun.
You've done the cryo before.
I did, yeah. It was really cold in there.
Have you done it?
Yes, I love it. It's wonderful. The full body cryo, it's incredible. I've seen a lot of great results with it.
I was just cold. Curt did the facial one.
That's what's supposed to feel. The cold makes your body healing.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was on level 1, if that's how it goes. But it was like negative 30, and they're like, it can get colder. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good, And then the more you go, the colder they can let it go. But Curt did, it's a concentrated cold, like wand or something. And so
the
for your
facial.
face,
yeah. What kind of benefits does that do? Do you know?
It tightens your skin, gets rid of like fine lines and wrinkles. If you have acne or breakouts, it really helps with that too. And it's just refreshing.
That's cool.
For me, I use hand sanitizer to tighten the skin on my face.
Yeah, we have a talking about this.
Oh, you're not okay with that?
The last time we talked about this, and I told you about what I told you about. Did you remember?
I still do it. I don't listen. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he gets it and he's like,
dry
he does a clap,
skin.
slaps it on his, and he's like, but I have great skin.
Yeah, everyone tells me, Curt, you have great skin. What do you do? And I go, I put hand sanitizer on my face. And they all look at me like, what? Maybe I found the solution to great skin.
Well, you've also had some work done. Brazilian drops. You want to share about that?
I had Botox to my forehead.
I told him come back in 2 weeks. He never came back.
He never came back. I've been trying to get him to go back.
He have this eyebrow lifting a little bit, and I told him this is correction after Botox.
I started to notice on like pictures. I'm like, why do I look so evil? Because it's starting to go like this.
It happened with the people that talk with the frown lines. They move this to talk. Every time you look people in, you always.
If you do that, it'll make them lift up.
No, it's just on certain people like him.
He talks with his forehead a lot.
He move in. Yeah, does this happen with people that does that? So, but it's a way to correct that. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna swing in today, and she's gonna dab right here.
Yeah,
and then
I told him it's a little dab. It happened with me one time. One eyebrow lifted, and I I feel like I'm smart.
Smart, like thinking
and
I have an idea.
I feel like I'm smart and curious at the same time, and I have so much caffeine, right? But I just did one little dot, and just right there was amazing how the muscles obey. Just
Yeah.
The internal Botox is exactly like that. It paralyzes the nerves to move the muscles. So the muscles stopping moving, you stop moving the lines.
Wow.
So the formation of lines is because the muscles movement.
Mm-hmm. I saw something the other day, like on a Snapchat story or an article or something, right? Where they do Botox if somebody has a gummy smile. Like if they smile.
I do that treatment there.
And then it makes it go down.
Yeah.
So that way their gums aren't showing, which is really interesting.
Some people smile very high and show the gum. It looks weird, right?
It can.
Too gummy smile. So people, nothing wrong with that
right.
for me. But I think if you're not happy with that, or you feel like you can improve a little bit, including improve your lip too. Like if you have a gum smile, your lip lifted so much, it looks like your lips are thin. Your upper lip is thin because when you smile, you get very high and very thin. So if I do just a few dots, a few units, and it comes down. So makes your lip a little more full and a little more flip out.
That's cool. So we have a couple questions. One is from Solian, and she said, so is this chocolate mask real chocolate, and do they feed us strawberries?
Yes, it's a real chocolate and a real strawberries. But it's in the formula, I cannot tell because it's our business secret.
Sure.
But yes, have a real chocolate.
Okay, and so here's another question. This one's from Mark, and he said he wants to know what kind of tacos y'all like. I hope y'all like
we were
tacos.
talking about tacos earlier.
Okay, they have a keto tacos.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one I like. I don't know. I never taste that, but he can bring it.
Okay, that's what you would
Bring
say.
it.
Like if they had keto tacos, that's the one you'd want. Some
That's
people
what we
Breakfast
want.
tacos.
breakfast tacos are for you.
With egg whites.
Egg whites. Okay,
There you go.
that's important. Yeah.
We like the brisket tacos. We're not afraid of those.
Yeah.
We had some in studio this morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, we had some brisket tacos, and they
Those do
make
look
the
good.
tortillas and then smoke the brisket for 16 hours, which is a really long time.
Nice.
That may be the longest smoked brisket that we've had the opportunity to talk to someone about. 16 hours.
16 hours
I
is
feel like
a
that's the
long time
longest.
to cook
Mhm.
brisket, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Right now it's 10:23. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. We have Blaine, we have Desiree from Brazil and Jobs in studio.
So if you were talking to, let's say, two guys who are potentially going to be on TV in the next couple of weeks, we don't have an official start date yet.
We actually have a huge event going on Saturday that we haven't announced yet.
Oh, yeah, we could talk about that. What would you suggest that we can do to maybe
Instantly
instantly beautify
upgrade.
ourselves?
So the show's gonna be in the morning. So you guys gonna start in the morning.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
So I recommend you have a good night's sleep first.
That's the
Drink
first
a
step.
lot of water.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Clean up your beard or shave it or trim. Like if you have a little mask that you can use night before, put it on in your skin, and you're gonna be good.
Now
if you want to come to my spa and I give you a little treatment like a relaxation facial too.
Yes.
You can come day before. That way I kind of refresh your skin a little bit and makes nice. Take the oils, residues, and clean your pores and things like that.
You
And we
mentioned
can do that.
the relaxation facial. Does it have other purposes other than to relax? Does it have health
I
benefits?
say relaxation facial when people gonna go to a big event and they cannot do deep extraction because after extraction
redness.
your skin kind of bring every toxin out.
Yes.
Dr. Chapa gonna love this conversation. Okay, all the toxins go out, so you normally break out after. A lot of people like, oh, I did a facial and now I have pimple, I have this and come out. It's because your body is trying to put it out because you clean everything that was cover your skin to take the toxins out. So what happened? Some skin, some people, not everybody, can have that effect after. Some people don't have, but some people do. So I recommend you not do too close to your event.
Okay.
Do some like a week before your event, or maybe a little longer than that. Maybe
Just in
2
case.
weeks. Just like if you have a problematic skin, make sure you do 2 weeks before your event.
Yeah.
I do Botox, fillers, everything. A minimum for fillers, a minimum 4 weeks before the event, and the Botox you can do 2 weeks before the event because it completely quick in 2 weeks.
Okay. I started doing, and I haven't done it in a while. This was like even last year. I just went to the store and I bought those because I saw the videos, like the black charcoal mask where like the guy's like, oh, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I want to try it. So I did it at home and I was just like, I didn't notice anything. And, sometimes the gross stuff comes out, but nothing was coming out. And it was just like getting stuck on my face. And it didn't hurt or anything, but I was just like,
You have to be careful with advertising for these products because, they show you on the video how this mask, a wonderful mask, work and come out the stuff from your skin, but they're not using the product they are selling. They are using some professional
something
products.
else. Yeah.
And then they show the skin, with filter and all this stuff, and you think, oh, this product amazing, and you go and buy, and then it's stick in your skin, you cannot remove, or it doesn't do the effect and maybe cause irritation, things like that. Test the product a little bit in your wrist a little bit before you put it in your face. Any product that you buy, and to see how it's going to react in anything.
Cool. That's some good advice, really. Because if it does irritate your skin here, it most likely will mess you up.
Always do a little test to make sure it's not going to cause any irritation.
I remember one time I did those charcoal masks,
right?
Where you put the black on your face, and instantly it started to harden, but it burned my skin. Like I was like in pain, kind of burning.
So you remove it really quick, right?
Oh yeah, and I haven't done it since, and I don't think I will ever do it again, just because that burning feeling was the worst.
It's not good.
I don't know.
Thank God you don't have the show next day, right? Because you are like red and like look like you have sunburn.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I think I still would do the show, even because I love the show.
Yeah.
No matter if something messed up on my face, I'm still doing it.
Speaking of the relaxation, the reason I asked is because usually whenever I go to places like that, I'm not, it probably like relaxed wouldn't be the word, because I'm just like, I don't know if I like people touching me, and like in that way, it's just like, this isn't relaxing. This is like almost stressful. You know what I mean? But like,
so
how do you
have a hard time to lay down and relax yourself?
Yeah.
So the relaxation is gonna be the best one, because we're not gonna be massaging you or touching you as much.
Yeah.
It's the way we do this is relaxing. Like I put essential oils and essential oils that make you relax. And techniques that we do in your face with little machines that doesn't bother you. It's not much a fully touchy massaging.
Yeah.
We do some little extraction if you want to, if we see some areas that need to be done. But this is not much on the relaxation facial, because extraction hurt a little bit. I'm gonna tell
when you say extraction, that means like getting stuff out.
You get stuff out, the blackheads, the whiteheads, or any problem, anything that clog in your skin.
Yeah.
So we're gonna exfoliate with a dermafile or dermaplaning, or things that are gonna exfoliate and lift that and take that blackheads if you have some.
Cool. So we're gonna be.
But this is not in the relaxation facial. We have special machines that remove that, and we do as also with the hands.
Okay, cool. We're gonna be over in your area like right after, because we have a meeting, some stuff going on, and so Kurt's gonna get his eyebrows fixed so they go back down, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't look evil.
I'm taking him with me.
A villain.
You know,
he is a little bit of a villain, actually.
You say his girlfriend like it.
Yes. Hey, so yesterday, this is probably going to gross some people out, but I was sitting here on my neck here, and I was like, man, I got this bump, and I started to look around, and I'm like, wait, there's a hair. There was literally like a full hair, like stuck inside of a spot on my neck, and I had to like yank it out, and it was like this big. It was gross, and I was like, what is this?
Thank you for sharing that story.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's in growing hair, but you have to be careful when you remove yourself, because you can cause the inflammation go inside your bloodstream and cause you have some very bad health problems. Okay, so you're lucky that you could remove yourself and pull them out. But I see some cases people removing themselves and have problems. They have to go to hospital, and they start having very big inflammation in the area, and they have to take a very strong antibiotics.
That's Kurt. You're very blessed. Fortunate that did not happen to you. If it happened to anybody, I can see it happen to you.
It's always good to ask a professional to see, like, hey, this is removable. Can you remove it? Or, you know, a dermatologist or a statistician, because we know what we are doing with.
Okay, here's something else that I saw from a Snapchat story or an article, and maybe I'm starting to see a trend where I get my advice from, and this could be good, it could be bad. But it was on your face, and if you should ever like try and extract, exfoliate, or like mess with something on your face yourself. And the answer for all of them was no. You should always just leave it alone, keep doing like a routine, wash and cleanse your face, moisturize, and kind of just let it heal itself. What are your thoughts on that? Is that good advice?
It's always I say that, but if you go do yourself, it's kind of a little danger, because you never know if you push it in or push it out. Like if you push this contaminate pore, right? Inflammate pore inside. What's going to happen? You're going to cause inflammation go inside your skin and spread it, right?
Yes.
So you can cause more problems in your skin. That's why they say do not touch, do not do anything home. So just do your regular routine. The more deep and invasive is for the professionals. So that's why we go to school for many years, and that's why we do that, because we know what point we can really touch and go in there.
Okay.
And also we have machines after the extraction. We have the machines that basically cauterize the skin, close the skin out, and kill the bacteria on top of the skin. Because when you do extraction, the bacteria spreads around.
Okay.
So in home, you have this bacterial spread. That's why some people like a pimple here, and then they squeeze in, then 3 growing here. Why? Because the bacteria spread over there.
I think I'm starting to get this.
So you got this.
Jose said, I can vouch on that. Pulled an ingrown hair out of my nose once. It got infected, and I got staph that spread all over my face.
There you go.
Better to just leave it alone, right?
Yeah, that's Josue with Tetelestai. So shout out.
That he okay.
Yeah, it can be bad, I suppose. You shouldn't really mess with stuff. It's not worth it. Yeah.
Sometimes you think it's like small things. You know, my sons, usually they squeeze their own, pimples on the back and inflammation on the neck. And I always tell them, stop touching and squeeze it. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know.
Yeah.
It can cause bad infections.
Blaine, what is some beauty advice or health advice that comes to the top of your mind, like even stuff, in this article or the next one, that you can give, like someone can instantly work into their routine or maybe just start?
Yeah, I would say the easiest, most effective things you can do to just improve your overall health and beauty, appearance, anything like that is drinking water. Like we said earlier, drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Actually drink more than that, and get 8 hours of sleep at least. Those are probably the easiest, things you can do to improve.
Chugging that water today.
It's hard to get 8 hours of sleep because like there's always stuff going on. There's always events. Social media never stops. And sometimes, I mean, we know, and I feel like you would know too, because you have to be active, whether that's responding to messages.
Yes.
How have you found that balance in your life?
It's difficult. It's definitely difficult. Something I had to work on, over the years. And now, I'm still not an expert at time management and, making sure I'm doing everything in order with my time schedule and appropriately. But just something you have to work on. And I've definitely gotten better. Just have to prioritize, say, oh, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this now, and just work your schedule out according to what fits best.
Okay.
Compensation too, that they should have event and then she's sleeping more in the daytime, right? To compensate it. And so you always catch up with your...
Got to balance.
Yeah, catch up, eat more healthy on that day because your body's going to go ask you for things healthy on that day because you're slutty.
Yeah. So here's a question, and there's Steve, he's on, but him and his wife founded Cupcake Cache, which is right next to Sloppy Nick's.
Delicious cupcake, by the way.
So I was gonna ask, have y'all been yet?
Yeah, I need to try it.
Yeah,
you need to try.
They have a keto cupcake.
Nice.
They have a ton of keto cupcakes.
Yeah, we tried the keto cupcake. I was surprised they're so good.
So good and healthy for you.
Yes, because when you think of healthy, think like tastes like a veggies.
Right.
Right.
No, but tastes like a cupcake and it's delicious. It's really good.
That's cool.
Less sugar too.
Yeah,
no
that's
sugar.
another thing. Eating less sugar, sugary drinks, sodas, eat more vegetables. As cliche as that sounds, it literally does wonders for your body. Just eating enough vegetables and cutting out sugar.
Do you work out a lot as well? Like is maintaining a healthy workout routine something that you do to prepare for pageants?
For sure. I try to maintain, a healthy, balanced workout regimen all throughout the year. I love doing a lot of cardio, Zumba. I love Pilates, yoga, and just running, walking. However, in preparation for a pageant I have coming up, it gets a little more rigorous. I've even done 2-a-days, pretty often leading up to the pageants. And making sure I'm sticking with my diet plan too, eating very healthy.
What does that diet plan look like? Is it straight up like a bodybuilder? I think of they're like, well, this is what you're doing for your diet. Eat 6 meals a day, spread out small. Does it look like that or something more?
Yeah, I mean,
simple?
everyone's different. But I've done in the past where you do eat, 6 small meals a day. A lot of it is you eat your carbs in the morning. So say you do, low-fat oatmeal and egg whites for breakfast. You'd eat every 3 hours, and rotate vegetables of your choice and ground turkey breast or chicken. But make sure that chicken is 99% fat-free. Same with your ground turkey breast. Just rotate that out throughout the day. So every 3 hours, until you go to bed, you can rotate in protein shakes, but make sure they're, low carb, low fat, low sugar as well.
Cool. That is interesting. There's so many different ways to live a healthy lifestyle, I suppose. And I think you just have to find something that works for you and in your life. But
even like juices, I love doing vegetable juices too. That's something I've been doing more recently. Not doing full juice diets, but rotating it, like replacing a meal with, say, a vegetable drink.
Yeah. Have you noticed anything specifically from that, like any health benefits or just feeling good?
I do feel good. I feel better when I do that. And my stomach's flatter. It stays flatter, especially the next day if I do a juice, vegetable juice for dinner or something. But definitely my stomach is flatter the next day than as opposed to eating a full
Curt, you got this
meal.
evil look on your face over there. I'm just trying to figure out.
It's just the eyebrow.
He's like,
Flat stomach.
We're going to fix that
I need a
today.
juice. Have you guys been to Main Squeeze yet?
Main Squeeze is over by Snooze off Bay Area. So Baybrook Mall's on one side,
need to
other
go
side of
over
45.
there, huh?
Yeah, we have a video that we just dropped. We should actually take a look at that.
You want to see that video?
Yeah, this is KHEA Radio,
let's see it.
99.5 FM. Coming up next is Young Escape. If you're on Facebook, you're going to be able to see behind the scenes and check out this video for Main Squeeze.
This is Gardy with KHEA Radio. I'm in Webster, Texas, and Main Squeeze right off of Bay Area Boulevard. We're doing a giveaway, picking 3 winners. It's going to be a Juice Till dinner. All you have to do to be eligible to win is like this video, comment on this video, share this video out so everybody can see it, so you can have the opportunity to win. Go like KHEA Radio on Facebook. Make sure you're liking Main Squeeze on Facebook. We're doing this giveaway for you.
What's up, folks? Facebook, we're back. That was a look at Main Squeeze. We were actually talking about juicing and talking about, eating better, replacing meals. We're giving away 3. There's going to be 3 winners, and you're going to win a Juice Till Dinner cleanse juicing plan from Main Squeeze. So if you haven't had the opportunity to watch that video and share it out, then you are not going to be able to win.
It is our featured video on our Facebook page. So just go to our Facebook page at KHEA Radio. Click on that video, like it, share it, comment it, and then you have a chance to win. I believe it's 12 juices over the course of 3 days. So you're taking juice 4 times a day. Then you eat a healthy dinner. That's why they call it a Juice Till Dinner. And you have a chance to win all that. So that's 12 juices for free that we're giving to you. All you have to do is like, share, comment.
I want some.
There you go.
Yeah.
They also have a really good acai bowl. Is that how you say it?
There's acai, and what was the other one? It was dragon fruit, but it had a different name.
Acai is very famous in Brazil, right?
Is it?
When you go to the Rio de Janeiro, is one thing that you go when you go to the beach, and they have a little stands that sell acai with oatmeal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they blend on the blender and make little smooth with oatmeal and acai, the pure fruit. And it's really good. It's very strong. It just feed you. Like, it really full you.
Yeah.
Really, really strong and tastes so good. It's like blueberries, but a little more dense, more, tasted.
Every time I think of Brazil, I'm a big Houston Rockets fan, and we have a player. His name is Nene, and he's Brazilian. So his name was Nene, and I'm probably saying this wrong, but it's Hilario. And then he just got rid of his last name, and now he just goes by Nene.
Nice.
But he's a large guy, about 6'10", jacked, and has big dreadlocks, and he's just a tough dude. But I love Nene, and he's been playing for the Rockets for about 3 years.
I will look it up.
He would play with like the Brazilian national basketball team and all that. But
That's neat.
Are you all into sports?
A little bit.
We like to watch, but I don't understand much about football. I understand soccer, not football.
Yeah.
I like football
I'm from
and
Brazil,
basketball.
so
Well, Brazil has a great soccer club, right? I don't know how to wear that. I know they say it's football over there,
soccer,
but soccer though.
Yes.
And what about Blaine?
I like football and basketball.
Okay. Is it like
Soccer's
Houston
good too.
teams? Houston teams, or just like college, or?
I like the Texans, yes.
That's cool.
And the Cowboys, honestly. Rockets, Spurs.
Can you like the Texans and the Cowboys at the same time, though?
I think you can.
Oh.
Rare occasions, but I guess I'm one of those people.
I am too. I am
just
too.
root for the Texan team, right?
Just,
like the
yeah,
Texas
exactly.
team.
Just Texas.
Well, my
like
dad,
everything Texas.
I grew up a Cowboys fan. Like my dad's family, diehard Cowboy fans, and then obviously the Oilers were gone. We didn't like the Oilers, and then the Texans came. So I was like, sweet, there's a Texas team. But obviously, I grew up a Cowboys fan, so I understand. A lot of people, they frown upon that, but
like,
it is what it
sorry.
is. I love for them to meet in the Super Bowl one year. That'd be awesome.
Cowboys. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
I can't. It would be nuts.
Everyone in Texas would watch, but I don't know if anybody else in the world
everybody would watch.
Right?
Yeah.
I went to the Texans and the Cowboys game in Dallas. It was a couple years ago when they played. It was great. It was fun.
I'm sure
And a lot of Houston people came, to Dallas to watch it.
They hate each other. For the most part. They don't like each other very much.
You're like, I win either way because I like that team.
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Both
like all
sides.
the teams, one is like against the other, and then you go like that's the fun thing part. Like in soccer too.
Susan said, Gardy, you need some schooling in soccer. #ForeverOrange. I believe that's the Dynamo.
The Dynamo, yeah. My buddy works for the Dynamo in their community, like their video, and he's like their video guy, which is pretty cool.
Wait, you've never told me this.
Okay.
I need this connection.
No.
So then I can go work for the Dynamo.
You're not. Well, okay. Keep working on it.
Okay.
Keep working on it. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
You get
goals. #
promoted. Yeah. So it's 10:42 right now. So we have about 18 minutes left. Speaking of sports, you went to Texas State.
I did.
And Texas State, they aren't necessarily known for their teams, but they have football now. I remember they have football and they have other sports too, right?
They do.
But they're kind of new programs.
I guess somewhat. Yeah, they're definitely not as well known for their sports programs, but they're doing good. I think they're really good at lacrosse.
That counts.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, that's cool.
Definitely not football, but it's okay.
Yeah, we couldn't play any of those anyway. So shout out to the people at Texas State, college athletes. So that's really cool.
Let's keep doing the beauty and the radio station.
We'll stick on that. Yeah.
But that's what we do the best.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So let's see. We got 20 seconds left, and we're gonna go on the FM right now and keep it going. So it's 10:43. So we got 14 seconds. Boom, boom, boom.
It should have reconnected.
Okay. Here we go.
Not okay.
How's the new equipment doing?
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt. Sorry.
And we have Curt. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Curt, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was over here typing up. I see that I think Susan has media credentials to the Dynamo.
That's
and
cool.
We're trying to get credentials for the Astros, the Texans.
That's our hope.
Because wouldn't it be cool to do our show live from the Toyota Center or,
Have y'all been to the
NRG?
rodeo yet? The cook-off or anything?
No, I'm going Friday though.
Who's performing Friday?
Cardi B.
Oh, you would get the Cardi B.
Cardi B.
I'm so excited.
I think those
gonna be cool.
Those are popular tickets.
Yeah.
I think so. Those
They probably
tickets
sold out.
Yeah. But that's cool. So you'll have fun. You've been in the
You
past.
still can
before?
go there and
Yes,
see
yes.
from far away if you don't have the ticket.
It's the whole. It's the whole
I've
atmosphere.
done that before. You can still stand in and have your drinks and walk around, and you still see a little bit of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you like the rodeo? Have you been?
Yeah.
Do you do
Me
the
and my
carnival?
husband, a group of girls, we have so much fun.
Do you do the
Not
carnival
this
and the
year,
rides,
not
or
this year, but
eat the food and all that, or you just go for the
no,
concert?
I don't eat that food. I'm sorry.
Fried Oreos? How can you
I
pass up
cannot eat fried food. Sorry, my stomach's not really good on that. So
Yeah.
I didn't eat in the
Yeah,
rodeo.
I just
Sorry.
kind of go for the
I just see
concerts.
this giant's food and it just fill me up just to look.
Yeah.
It's so giant, so big. I don't know.
The cool part about I was gonna say this. I saw a meme the other day for Cardi B. It's Cardi B writes the lyrics for the people that show up in butterfly yoga pants at Walmart, and I'm like, oh yeah, Cardi B.
I don't know.
Funny. That's funny.
It's true. I went on Monday. I went and saw Casey Musgraves,
Oh,
and
how was
it
that?
was so much fun. She did a tribute to Selena.
Yes, I love Selena.
It was really cool. You said the name of the song. I don't even know the song. I was in attendance, but Como something.
You shouldn't have even been there then.
I know. I feel bad. I'm
You're
like,
not allowed
I'm
to go
a
to the rodeo
real Texan.
anymore.
Come on
can't-
the floor.
Yeah. But this guy, so he went on Monday night, shows up today. He took off yesterday because I guess he had a great time. Just I'm not coming in. I was like, okay, that's cool. But he shows up in a bolo today. Him and his girlfriend bought
I like
matching
that.
bolos.
We bought matching bolos on Monday night. 'Cause to finish on our attire, I had the cowboy hat and everything. And then we got done, and it was for 2 bolo ties, it was $70. And we're like, what did we just spend $70 on? What? Why did we do this?
They
This
look
is
good,
the
though.
worst. And so she texted me last night. She's like, make sure you wear the bolo. We got to get our money's worth of this. So today's the last day I wear it ever. But
You need to go back to the rodeo.
Yeah, it looks good on you. So this was the first thing I look on you was my eyes was call me attention. Plus it's a cross. I think I like that.
Was he like,
Yeah.
my eyes are up here? He trying to get you
Yeah.
lift up from, I know you're admiring
You
my
can
bolo.
take my eyes from his bolo.
The bolo is
Keep
so
your eyes up.
mesmerizing.
Yeah, it's
Wow. That's funny.
hypnotize me.
That's good.
So we got a bit of time left. And can we share, where Brazil and Drops is, and can you let people know what services you offer?
It's 2700 Marina Bay Drive, Sweet Sea, Sweet Sea, and we are right there across the street from Randall's, and next door to Pomodoro's.
Mm-hmm.
So good food there. Just come do your hair and eat there next door, and It'll be amazing.
You'll be good to go.
You can do
she's
your
wonderful.
body services and everything, relax. Most of my clients go glass wine there and come back to my place, to
You
do
have a salon
things.
too, right?
Yeah. We have a hair salon in the back and all the med spas on the front because we have 2,400 square feet. It's a big place. A lot of people don't know, but when they walk in there, they're like, wow, that's so big in here, so nice, this and that.
It's like a maze.
Yeah.
You walk in and you can get lost in one of the doors.
Yeah.
Beautiful location.
That's why you
too.
tour everybody when they come in there. We tour them to show them
Yeah.
where it is, everything, and what rooms for and everything. We have a consultation room.
Mhm.
And now we are introducing the Venus Versa machine and does laser hair removal, IPL. If you have spots in your face.
Is that the one where I did my neck, where it came in and they were supposed to tighten it, so they rubbed some stuff on there?
Yeah,
and
they
then
did on you. Yes,
They did, yeah.
yes, they did. How you feel after? It feels like
good.
a tight little bit.
I think
but
so.
you have to do a little more sessions to make sure you promote your collagen because you promote the collagen on the area.
Cool.
But if you have like a beard that bothers you and inflamed like he have, right? He have like a tendency to having growing hair.
Yeah.
He can do the laser hair removal just on the area because nobody let the beard grow on this area right there.
Yeah, I have to shave this all the
So
time.
you have to shave this all the time, right? So you can do laser hair removal. This is gonna be the next thing for you. Yeah.
Can I do that on my,
You're a guinea pig, so we get you in there.
Ask.
Can I do that on my back? For
Yes.
the back?
Yes, we can do a full body. No
you
problem.
go.
We can do full body, take few sections there, and,
I will
and
say
you'll be
this.
fine. Yeah, the
That's a lot of hair removal.
We're going to have a backup battery on the machine. And I'm not going Facebook Live for that.
One thing, sometimes it's funny, but at the same time, if you have a patches of hair, did you ever go in the pool with somebody have a patches on their hair? I want to get out of the pool.
I know.
I want to get out of the pool. I was like, you mustard, right?
I know my parents have a pool, and so he was there at the house, and he was like, I'm going swimming, and I was just like, I am not. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna sit it out.
So hair removal help in this type of people that have this type patches of hair, because when the hair is everything is smooth and everything in the place,
a spot
it's
here,
different.
spot there.
But when you have
just like,
spots, it look weird, right?
I've done it. I love laser hair.
I done too. I done my underarm is wonderful, and my hair was very thick, and when I waxed, I was hurting so much.
Yeah.
I recommend people that have very thick hair do not waxing. Start with the laser hair removal, and when the hair get thin, they can go just touch up once a year, twice a year with waxing.
That's cool.
And they don't have to pay so much money for laser hair removal again, because it's done. You're just gonna have one hair here and growing here and there.
Yeah.
So it's just a little touch-ups because hair removal is not forever, but it will take care of your hair. At a certain point, you just have to go touch up once a while, not all the time. So.
I did wax my eyebrows one time.
Oh.
It's the worst. Like, that's painful.
I bet.
Men
I don't know.
have more pain than women, so you should put a little bit of numb cream before you go. That's my recommendation.
In the future.
I've got numbing cream whenever getting a tattoo, because my tattoo artist was like, hey, I just got this stuff, I'm going to try it. So he put it on there, and I was like, I couldn't tell. I don't know if I could tell a difference because I started the whole session with it, but I'm guessing it's kind of the same.
You still feeling the pain, or it will help?
Actually, I think it did help a little bit, but it's hard to tell because starting the session, and you get so far removed from getting one that you're just like, yeah, I'll get another one. And you're like, oh man, this does hurt. And so you're just sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The further you get from
they
something.
have you have a two products that you can use for tattoos. You can use a numb cream 20% BTL, and this is 20%, 18%, and 18% of that is a special doctor compound.
Yeah.
You can ask that, and you can buy, or you can order, or you can ask your tattoo person to, hey, I want to do the strong one. Some people that use tattoo, they like to feel the pain because it's part of the feeling, and they feel good with that. So some people don't feel as much pain like you or like me. So, if more sensitivity or not. But people that have for fillers, when I do fillers, I make sure my patient don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure they kind of set very well with a numb cream. Blaine have some fillers done on her, with her lip. We done 2 weeks ago or something like that. Just to improve it, because she already have a beautiful lip, just to keep the firmness, So I numb really good though.
What are your thoughts on tattoos, like in the long-term effects on your skin and your body? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think if you like tattoos, and good. I will not do on myself because I don't want it to later have regrets, and I will probably regret if I have one. I thought the other day to my sons, hey, you're going to tattoo your birthday date here. Because my son tattooed my birthday date on him right here.
That's
in
cool.
Roman letters.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I think I'm going to put yours and Bruno's here, and he like, oh, Mom, no, please, no, don't do that.
Just get Brazilian drops from
Yeah,
shoulder blade to shoulder blade on the back. No regrets.
No, he's going to be injectable Botox bar in the future.
Yeah, the whole, put that on the back then.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Just think about it.
I'm not a tattoo person, but I think some people looks really good at tattoos. Some people just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just don't like people cover completely body because you cannot see the person no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You cannot see the skin no more.
Mm-hmm.
I love when Justin Bieber was. I'm his fan. Okay,
Well, Bieber, he has like all kinds of tattoos now.
Yeah, he started with a few tattoos and was good, and then now he's covered like a shirt. Well, where are you?
Yeah.
Now I can see just your head, right? So I don't know. It's my view, but I'm not against.
Sure.
Just enjoy your tattoos and make sure I know I'm really good.
Someone asked Pastor Hallam that during a night at church and was like, does God care about if you have tattoos or not? And his response was really cool. He's like, as long as it's not like devil worshiping tattoos,
getting something like defiling your body, saying
Yeah.
like something obscene, and just like otherwise, it's just like, well, obviously do something as long as it's healthy and clean and safe and not hateful towards people or yourself.
Yes.
Then,
Well, a lot of people
For
are
sure.
erasing their tattoos now with a tattoo removal, laser tattoo removal,
Yeah.
because of the regrets,
The regret,
right?
yeah.
Because they did a tattoo that was evil or something,
Definitely
and they
more
turned
prominent
Christian,
now.
or they don't like no more, or they don't look as good as before. Your skin stretch, you aging, your skin change it too.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of people removing.
you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend who's like, I'm gonna get this
Name,
tattooed on.
yeah,
her.
they never put anybody else's name.
Hashtag no
Yeah,
regrets.
never do that.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah. What do you think, Blaine? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I like them on some people. I'm not, against I'm not for them really. I personally won't get one on myself because I like the way my skin is, and I understand a lot of people, having it for personal reasons. Maybe it's something sentimental, so totally I agree, go for it. Do you go for it? But I probably will not be getting one.
Yeah.
Blaine, when is the Houston pageant? You're going for Miss Houston, right?
Yes.
When is that?
It's Easter weekend, so it's April, I think 19th
It's
and
coming up.
20th.
Okay.
Yes. It's about 2 months away.
Is Easter the 21st? So it's that weekend
Sunday.
before.
Yes, it's Friday and Saturday before.
What can we do to help? Is there any way we can like influence the judges or like just like keep posting some stuff out there? Do we know who the judges
Yeah.
are?
We do not know who the judges are.
Okay.
But what you can do is just, I'll be posting, some things on my social media promoting that I'm doing it. So if you guys want to share that, give me shout outs, on your radio show. And y'all are more than welcome to come and support. So I can get that info to you,
Cool.
to come sit in the actual pageant and watch. So I would love to have you guys there.
Are people allowed
I'm
to
gonna
cheer?
be there,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
For
Leave
sure.
it
We're
like,
gonna
like big stick signs.
Yeah,
and, like,
with their
big heads.
face, with their face, yeah. That's
Oh, with
very
your
cute.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really fun because I've been on both sides of it, and you like with competing is amazing for the girl, but being on the the audience side of it's so fun too.
It's fun.
You
Me
pick
and
your
my
favorite
husband
girl
win.
and root for them.
Me and my husband
good time.
win for was it Miss Houston, Bob? I think it was Miss Houston. I don't know. It's a long time ago, but I know one of the girls are competing, and we are in the head team, and they gave us, her photo and the stick, and we like, hey, it was fun.
Are you ready? What else do you need to do to get ready for this pageant?
Just preparing. I'm still. I'll be training. Pretty rigorously. Did I say that right?
Rigorously. It's a weird word. Yeah, you did.
It's early.
Yeah.
Kind of. But so I'll just be preparing still, working out, eating very clean, practicing my interview portion. That's a big part of the competition is your interview. So making sure that goes well and I'm well versed on, topics and, just about myself and, getting what I want to say across, the best way possible. And then evening gowns, I need to prepare for that. I haven't picked out my gown yet, so I need to do that. And yeah, just practicing.
Is there like because I watched Miss Congeniality the other day, which is a great movie, the first one, and then the second one came on back to back, so I had never seen the second one. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch some of it. But they have I don't know if it's like a talent portion, but what she does is she does like self-defense moves. Sandra Bullock in the first one. So she has like her partner come out and she's like, "Oh, this is how you defend yourself."
Yeah.
Is that something that y'all have, like a talent or a skill or something?
So I compete in the Miss USA category, Miss USA system, and so they have a Miss America system as well. And so the Miss America system is where the girls perform a talent.
Okay, cool.
So yes, for this one, I do not have.
Is Donald Trump associated with America?
Is he still associated with it?
He's not still associated. He used to own the Miss USA system, but he's not associated with it anymore.
That's cool. Shout out to President Trump.
Yeah.
It's 10:57.
I know he was promoting, so that's why I was curious. So.
I think he had owned it. Yeah, or something.
He used to own it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is there anything else that y'all would like to share? We have like 2 minutes left.
Well, I am giving away a full lip for who on my Facebook share, like, and comment. I want my lips done, and you just have to comment on Brazilian Drops on a Spa Facebook page if you wanted to. For your listeners and who want to participate, we're gonna do on the last day is gonna be on a Saturday. I was supposed to be on 28th to choose the person that's gonna win that. But we're in shortened time here, so we're going to stand until Saturday, March 2nd, right?
Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to announce. So go ahead and go like my page, share it, comment. I want my lips done. And you're going to have a full filler for free. This is a good service price there for free,
I have seen some of my friends do that, follow the rules to do that for you.
It's a contest. If you go to Brazilian Drop Salon Spa on Facebook, and you're going to see there, you can just go and share with 2 friends, and then you can get that. And I get your name there, and I'm going to choose who handle it. I'm going to choose somebody else to come and do it. Of course, you have to sign a consent and be a candidate for the filler, okay?
Awesome.
So make sure you do that.
Cool. Blaine and Desiree, thank you for joining us today.
Oh,
is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, just, if you would like to get in contact with me about, beauty questions, fitness, health, you can reach me on my Instagram. It's Blaine Janelle, or Facebook, Blaine Ochoa, or read my articles on Bay Area Houston Magazine.com.
All right, guys, we love you, and y'all have a blessed day. This has been KHEA Radio Kickstart 99.5 FM.
Yeah, thank you.
Boom. Awesome.